Oh! Oh shit. Hang on, wait. Wait. Hang on, wait. Wait. Hang on. Hang on, wait. Wait. I'm almost- hang on, wait. I forgot to open my fucking thing. I forgot to open the VTubing thing. Hold up. Wait, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Hang on, wait. Okay. Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay. For a second, it wasn't showing up on the stream. I forgot to open it, and then it wasn't showing on stream, and I was worried that my shit was broken for a hot second. Anyways, hello, everybody. It's I, the Frenchiest Fry. Today I am drawing. I'm probably gonna just work on more reference sheets, maybe. Let me take a peek at my... Let me take a freaking peek at my to-do list and see which ones I need to draw still. We finished Ruben's ref sheet last time, so I will get that out of the thingy. Hang on, hang on. Work with me here, Trello, work with me here. I'll put that over into the completed section. Okay. Who do I want to do next? I have so many OCs, man. I have so many freaking OCs. Also, sorry for the kind of late start to stream. I was very, very sleepy today, and I was kind of just napping on and off. So, that is something... That is something that has happened here. I guess I could do Winston. I haven't drawn Winston in a hot minute. Maybe I'll do Winston, honestly, because his design's fairly simple too, so theoretically speaking, out of all the other characters I could be drawing right now, he might be the least time consuming. So, yeah. Alright, I guess I will get started on this. Pause that. Put that up. Put that up. Put that up. Okay. Where are my Winston drawings? It's been so long since I've drawn him that that I don't even know when the last time I drew him was. Well, here's one, but oh, here we go. There's Winston. My little object head boy. I didn't even design him. Actually, a friend of mine designed this way back in the day. We did like a little design trade, and this was the design that I got. The only thing that I changed for the design is I made his head a different shape, and I made the cup clear because it was not a clear cup before. But I thought the idea of having a clear cup might be cooler. So yeah. Alrighty. Symmetry ruler. Boop. Oh, that is not. There we go. Also, if you guys hear, like, laughing and yelling in the background, Jimmy is playing V Rising right now. So that is why you may hear him having a giggle in the background. Do not be alarmed, nobody is dying. Oh god. This is already, like, weird to draw compared to what I normally draw. No human head, just cup. Sorry, it sounds like something is like printing off my printer, but there shouldn't be anything printing off my printer right now. So I'm a little confused. What the fuck is that sound? What the fuck? I don't even know what that sound is. I feel like I'm like hallucinating. I know I'm not, but I feel like I am. God, I fucking love... Oh, I fucking love the fucking... What's it called? Symmetry tool. Oh god. That has to be the, like, washing machine. Like, it kind of sounds like a printer, but it might just be the washing machine being very loud. Shane's probably doing laundry right now, if I had to take a guess. I thought this was gonna be the Yoshi's Island, like, intro theme. Like, I know it's this- I know it's supposed to sound like that, like, it's got the same, like, sound font, but... I always forget that this OC is like my one friend's favorite. He's like, oh my god, I love him. I don't know why he likes him so much. Like, I understand why, like, he's a cool guy, but like, I feel like I have cooler OCs. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I love all my OCs, but for different reasons. That's not pussy lips, by the way. Oh, fuck. Hang on, I gotta erase that or else I'll get banned because somebody's gonna be like, That's a vagina. No, it's not. It's a straight line. I am not drawing illegal thing. Well, it's not illegal, but Twitch and Discord. Twitch and YouTube will get mad at me if anyone thinks I'm drawing that kind of stuff. Which is crazy because I see, like, people that are drawing what is very obviously, like, hentai, but instead of, like, the bits being there, it's, like, Barbie nudity where they have nothing. Which is crazy to me. Like, get your bag. I'm not, like, shaming them for, like, drawing that, because, like, you know, I draw things. I draw things as well. But, like, it's crazy that that's allowed on here, considering there's children on this website. And Twitch's moderation is not the best. I've definitely seen, like, kids that have accounts and they're, like, younger than the minimum age. Hello, Rune Princess 66. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am doing great. Just working on some more reference sheets. And yeah. Drinking some Dr. Pepper. Although I'm almost out of Dr. Pepper. I probably shouldn't be drinking Dr. Pepper this late to begin with, if I'm being honest. Because, like, you know, it's like 9 o'clock. And I've been napping all day, so... And it sucks, too. I have to be up at a decent time tomorrow because I have to pay my rent. Because I texted my landlord and I was like, hey, like, are you in the office right now? Like, I want to drop off rent. But he was in the office today, but he wasn't in the office today for very long. And by the time I woke up, he was like, I'm dipping out. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I've been staying up till like 4 in the morning. 3, 4 in the morning. And then I wake up at like 12. 12, 1-ish. You're currently shocked about something. Did I hear about the stuff on Cinder? I don't even know what Cinder is. Let me look that up. What is Cinder? Wait. Oh, they're a VTuber? No, yeah, see, like, there's a few other VTubers that I already follow, but, like, I would say that, like, the most popular VTuber I actually actively keep up with is probably Basil Wolf, and, like, I don't think he's very problematic from what I've seen so far. She made Bao cry. Who's Bao again? That name sounds familiar. I don't really keep up on, like, internet drama, if you want to call it that. I don't know if like drama is the right word. A lot of times it feels just like drama. Which one is Bao again? Like, the name sounds familiar. Bao. That is not VTuber. Oh, I think I've seen Bao here and there a little bit. I don't really know these two very well. Oh, she's the whale VTuber. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen a couple of her clips. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow a whole lot of, like, internet drama. I do, but I don't. Tell me what happened, because, yeah, I don't really... I don't particularly follow. There's a lot of docs against Cinder. Like, what are the so-called allegations, I guess? Like, is she a child toucher? Like, is she a racist? Like, what exactly is... Is she a kiddler diddler? No, but this made me unfollow her. Well, like, you can't just be vague about it. Like, tell me. I'm not gonna be angry. You like that super fan bot? You like that shit? No, I swear, like, there's so many, like, big, like, creators that turn out to be fucking child predators, and it's crazy to me. She gatekept an artist, basically forced her to try and be exclusive. Oh, like her VTuber artist? I'm assuming that's what you mean by, like, trying to keep her exclusive. Yeah, Nanoless. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, me personally, like, if I was being paid really well, I might consider that, but I understand why other people wouldn't want to do that. How the fuck do I... Hello? Did my headset disconnect? Yes, it did. Hang on. Can you not disconnect headset? I'm trying to freaking do my live. Nanoless. She didn't want Nanoless to have more VTuber babies. Oh. Yeah, no, that's... Like, unless if you are willing to pay an artist what they would be otherwise losing out on monetarily wise, you can fuck right off with that. But even then, like... trying to force an artist into that is very weird. She wasn't gonna pay, that's the thing. Yeah, that's stupid. That's immediately just like, no. If I were Nanoless personally, I don't know what Nanoless's like terms of service are written like, but me personally, I have trust issues, so I've been working on trying to get my because, like, I'm trying to open commissions myself here. And I'm trying to write some terms of service up right now. So I don't know exactly how Nanoless's terms of service are written, but I hope that, in a way, like, she was able to just be like, yeah, well, fuck you. Like, now you can't use my art for commercial purposes kind of thing. But I don't know if she can retroactively do that is the thing. Like, I don't know. There's probably, like, a way that you could legally write your terms of service that way, but I think technically, unless if your terms of service are written or at least, like, looked over by a lawyer, and they're not written in a specific way, they kind of don't really hold any, they don't hold any, what's the word? Power in court. That's unfortunate, though. Nanoless kept refusing to not do VTuber babies. Well, yeah, I mean, VTuber art is, like, super... It's a super profitable industry if you can get your name out there and, like, your art is nice. Hi, Canuck, how are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Do I wanna... Nanoless is on very high demand. Exactly, yeah. Like, if I were a Nanoless, I would not be... No, absolutely not. Like, that is my livelihood. Like, if that is your livelihood as an artist, and then one of your people are like, actually, like, I didn't want you to take... Like, no, fuck you. Unless if you're gonna pay me the money that I lost on not taking other clients, you can fuck right off with that. Absolutely not. Yep, doing well enough. Hey, Otter, hell yeah. Oh yeah, Canuck, we're currently discussing some VTuber drama that I guess has been going on. I'm just learning about this now, so. Hello, Bingus. But yeah, me personally, like, if I was that artist, I would almost just, I would want to be petty and just be like, fuck you, like, you can't use my art for your VTuber stuff, like, go find a different artist. Yeah, yeah, apparently one VTuber was trying to gatekeep an artist and be like, no, you can't do other people's VTuber art, but, like, is not willing to pay the person to not do other, like, no, that's so dumb. Like, asking somebody to basically not have their livelihood is really stupid. And nobody would fucking agree to that. I'm sorry. That's... From what I know, there's a ton of drama in the VTuber community these days, especially with art and artists. See, I'm very lucky because all of the VTubers that I follow are, like, very small or, like, not problematic, from what I can tell. I think the only person that I followed that was outed as, like, problematic recently, and, like, I wouldn't even necessarily, like, to me, what they were doing was problematic. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't, like, I'm not trying to spread hate or anything. To me, the person, what they were doing was problematic, but to other people, they might not care. And it wasn't even what they were doing, it was what their husband was doing. And then I was like, well, that sucks, but... Cinder's partner basically said that you wouldn't be who you are without Cinder. Yeah, that's a fucked up thing to say. Like, I'm sorry, but... Even if a VTuber, like, helped bring an artist to light, the thing is that because of how, like, prominent VTubers are right now, there's a good chance that even if Cinder was not the person that, like, quote unquote, like, brought them to fame, then it would have been somebody else. Also, to be honest, like, VTubers are nothing without their artists, so if you want to get technical, Cinder is nothing without Nanolith. Because, like, someone's VTuber model is, like, a large part of why people, like, first click on their page. Usually, a lot of people will avoid, like, shitty... I don't want to say shitty, because, like... But, like, a less polished VTuber, I guess. Yeah, without an artist, there's no VTuber model. Exactly. I'm lucky because I ain't no VTuber. Might be soon if I can get a proper stream set up, though. Bingus, I would recommend that if you're gonna get into VTubing, do PNG tubing first. Because, a lot cheaper to do. And there's people on Pit Crew. I don't know if anybody doesn't know what Pit Crew is. It is a... free to use website, and you can basically do like a character creator thing, and there's a couple of people who have created pit crews that allow their art to be used for PNG tubers. I use VGen. Yeah, VGen is also really good. The only thing with VGen is that you have to I don't know if you have to be approved for like just an artist account or if you also have to be an approved commissioner as well. I'm assuming you have to be an approved commissioner as well. And this includes 3D models since 3D art is still created by an artist. Exactly. You don't have to be approved. Oh, okay. It's interesting that they don't have to, like, have you be approved as a commissioner, considering there's so many, like, scams going around. That kind of surprises me. Yeah, I want to get a VGen account so that people... I mean, I would hope that, like, because, you know, because I am somebody that streams art frequently, I would hope that people would, you know, actually look at my account and be like, oh, they're a legitimate artist. They actually stream their art. I thankfully have not been accused of using AI yet. I don't think I ever will because I don't think my art is like... My art is like not good enough, nor is it beginner enough level where like people would accuse me of that. So... On a whim, drawing Caroline from Stardew, but I'm using the summer outfit she has from a mod or cute seasonal outfits. Fuck yeah. I always love drawing, characters in different outfits. Like, my favorite thing, I love drawing Omen in different outfits. Actually, I have a drawing of Omen that I have to finish that I use for my YouTube thumbnail. Yoink, hell yeah. I was actually planning to do PNG tubing first and always, lol. I was just gonna kind of snatch my BF's brain cell and burning it out while trying to figure out how to use it. So I use, what is this one called? It's called 𝙁𝚃𝙽𝚃𝚂 Mini. I'll type it in the chat. So, I use 𝙁𝚃𝙽𝚃 Mini for my PNG tuber because sometimes when I am playing a game that is very high, like, intensity, I can't stream with my 3D model without my stream lagging. So if I'm playing a very, like, resource-intensive game, I will use my PNG tuber. 𝙁𝚃𝙽𝚃 Mini is very simple. Basically, the way that it works is, so, like, say you have, like, your character. So you'll need minimum 4 frames. So you'll have an open eye, closed mouth, and then you'll have a fucking open eye, open mouth, and then you'll also have a closed eye, closed mouth, and a closed eye, open mouth. So that is like the minimum. I mean, like, you don't have to necessarily have like the closed eye. You can just have these two if you really want. But if you want it to have a little bit of variance, it'll be just these 4 frames. And then you just plug it in and you set up whatever microphone you want it attached to, and it'll do everything for you. The nice part about 𝙁𝚃𝙽𝚃 Mini, which I might fuck around with a little bit more later on, is you don't have to use just like static PNG images either. So you can actually have a .gif file. So if you want like a small, like, what is the word? Like idle animation, you can use a GIF file. So, it's pretty simple to use, and it's very low resource intensity, and yeah, it's really good. It's also completely free. You don't have to pay for it. And, yeah. You got a cat being cute? Hell yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of, like, pit crew stuff. Like, Bingus, I know you can draw yourself, so, like, you might just draw it yourself. But for people that either don't draw, or for people that don't like their own art style... There's a couple of like pit crew character creators where the person that made the pit crew specifically said that you can use it as for like your PNG tuber or whatever. If I actually finish it instead of abandoning it, which is unlikely, I'll post it on B-Sky. Honestly, you should just post your unfinished stuff too. There's so much shit that I have that's unfinished, or like you could even post it to like a Patreon or like whatever you want to do with it. Or if you don't want to post it, you don't have to fucking post it. Sometimes I post unfinished work just because I'm like, fuck it, I don't... Especially if it's been a minute since I've worked on it. Like, let me look at my whips that I have. I have a couple of whips that I haven't finished. Where's my whips? Here's one. Like this. I started lining it and then I never finished it. What else do I have? This was a League of Legends drawing that I started like way back in the day. Rammus was my main when I actually played it. Probably never gonna fucking finish it. What else do I have here? Some of these I have to be careful because they're not safe for putting on stream. Here's some Reagan fan art that I never finished. There's this drawing that I never finished. I have so much unfinished shit, man. It's insane. Where's the Omen one? There's this one. This one is my YouTube thumbnail. I should finish this one, actually. It's pretty nice. Anyways. I do sometimes, but like sometimes I'm like, ugh, nope. No, I feel that. I feel that. What is Jimmy doing in the background? He's playing V Rising. It's a game where you play as a vampire and you can have like guilds and you can like make a whole ass what's it called? Castle and everything. He's playing on one of his friends' server and there's two like his friends have two different guilds where they are like battling each other. So that's what if he's yelling in the background, he's yelling at that. He started playing it again recently because when it first came out, he was just when it first came out, he like 100%ed it, but I guess they came out with an expansion recently, like an update. Yeah, Jimmy's a hardcore gamer. He do be, honestly though, like I'm the same way. If I'm playing Counter-Strike, I'll be yelling, not because I'm like if I am angry, there's definitely times where I'm angry, more so at myself, but also Counter-Strike is just a scary game. Like sometimes I'll just get jump scared. That's crazy. I'm not gonna draw the arms. I don't feel like drawing the arms. I don't care. Him foot's tiny. Hang on, I'm gonna make his foot a little bigger. Him tiny feet. Yeah, that's good enough. Teeny tiny footsie. Yeah. I mean, he could have tiny. Well, I don't even know how big feet should be. Like, proportion-wise. His back is looking kind of funky, though. We're gonna fix that. He's got, like, a... He's a little bit skinnier than that. He's got like twink proportions. I love your artwork, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't draw feet to save my life, but hands? Yeah, I can do that. Dude, I can't draw hands or feet. I like to pretend that I can, and I like to fake it till I make it, but... I'm guessing you're drawing a VTuber or an OC. This is one of my OCs. His name is Winston. He's very anxious. He's a very anxious boy. How much are your commissions for reference sheets? That's a great question. I have it written down. Hang on. Hang on, where's my fucking... I should make a fucking thing that's like, hey, my prices. I have to finish writing up my terms of service. Oh wait, these are my terms of service. Oh wait, no, this is not 20. Where is it? Hang on. Give me a moment. Where the fuck is... Where is it? Oh. Reference sheets start at... reference sheets start at 300 US. And then the price may vary depending on complexity of the character. You can tell I don't want to do reference sheets for commissions, so I charge a lot for them. Oh well, fuck it, yeah. I love working on hands. They are fun for me to work on. That is fair. I don't know what I'd like to draw. That would be my entire paycheck. Yeah. If I'm being honest, when I was doing prices for my commission sheet, I was like, there was like certain things where I was like, I really don't want to do these for commissions, but I'm putting them on there, and then if somebody wants to pay them, then it's an option. But like, I like price really high the stuff that I don't really want to do. That might be like, I don't know if that's like necessarily like a bad thing to say, but like, I mean, if people are willing to pay it, people are willing to pay it. Like, I have VTuber art on there. I haven't finished my 2D VTuber model yet, but I have my VTuber model like art prices up there as well. I'm pretty sure you would like my OCs. I mean, you're more than welcome to like show me your OCs. They're simple as fuck. Fair enough. Well, see, here's the thing for me. I don't use the shapes method for hands. I just make them and they seem to come out well enough. I just need to keep practicing and trying new styles. I think my biggest thing with hands is... So I've been trying to do more like perspective-y drawings for like my personal art and stuff. But I am not the best at perspective, but I am trying because it is always good to try things and to get out of your comfort zone. But yeah, like I've been trying to get more out of my comfort zone, and I've also been trying to do more, what's it called? Backgrounds as well, because backgrounds are also something that I struggle a lot with. So I am trying to do things that are out of my comfort zone, because it is good to do that. I definitely need to study anatomy more, because there's been a few times where I've been drawing recently and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? But, yeah. I'm gonna start an OC adoption center as soon as I finally feel like it. I'm done babysitting the traumatized babies. That's fair. 100% fair. Ugh, backgrounds, yeah. Ugh, backgrounds is right. I've been trying to force myself to do it, and like I've been trying to force myself to like find something that I enjoy about doing backgrounds, and I think I finally figured out that I really enjoy doing like small details in the background. To a degree, of course. If I'm just sketching it, I like doing it, but when I realize that I have to like actually fucking color and render everything, that's when I'm like, ugh. And then I'm like, why the fuck did I do this? Oh, I like your, is she a cat girl? She's very cute. Natasha. Backgrounds are a pain. Backgrounds are indeed a pain. But, yeah, I've been trying to push myself out of my comfort zone some more. I also have a cat girl, but her name is Alicia, and she has purple hair. Actually, my friend just recently drew Alicia for me. Let me show you my friend's art. I love getting art from other people. That is not the correct folder. Where's the folder? Here's the folder. My friend, King Bean Art, aka Pokemon King X, drew this for me. Rui is a Succubus Neko hybrid. Natasha, I actually adopted. Fuck yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Rui's cute too, I like that. Not gonna lie, I just put out certain shapes that I want, like buildings for example, and I just put a stupidly tall square, detail a bit, and blur it, background done. Honestly, I've done that before too. Actually, let me show you. Where's that one drawing? There's a drawing where I did exactly that. I didn't bother, like, doing a bunch of, rendering and stuff for the background, because I was like, I'm just gonna put the colors and the shapes there and call it a fucking day. This drawing. This is from... What year is this from? This is from 2020. But yeah, I literally was, like, I did this part, and I was like, cool, and then, like, I was like, the background, I was like, I don't feel like actually doing a lot of shit, so I just did the shapes and the colors, and then I blurred it, and I called it a day. The background with the fire was a pain. She got frustrated with it. I told her if she wanted to make a separate one, she can. Dude, backgrounds are so... They're a bitch sometimes to do. I love doing gradients for backgrounds, or just nothing at all. Blurring it also kind of brings out the main character and/or attention in the front in a way. I agree. There was... This one, I was pretty proud of. It kind of looks a little wonky right now, but, that's just part and parcel of being an artist. But this one was This one was more of, like, a simple background, but, like, I like the, like, water effect that I did. What else? What else? I'm definitely more of a simple background kind of person. This one was like a background that I put more effort into. She actually had fun with the poison pose from 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝚃𝚂 Hotel. Some poses are very fun to draw. Yeah, I do gradients or flat colors for backgrounds, but I am trying to practice them. Yeah, they're very time consuming is the thing. And like my problem is that I already struggled trying to finish rendering art. So when I try to do a background on top of it, I'm like, holy fuck. I don't want to do it. This one was... This was a traditional piece that I did though. But I was just like, this is like kind of... I trying to do like a kind of simple-ish, but like still detailed-ish background. Because it was traditional, it wasn't so bad. And it was also like on a pretty small piece of paper, like a A5. I'm a slut for doing just, like shit like this. Just like some fucking clouds. I love that shit. What else? Do I have any other, like, background art that I've done? Not really. At least not this year. But yeah, anyways. She thought it seemed off because it was before she added in a smoke trail, so Rui's stuff was slowly added to her. It was just the succubus tail, and she added the horns, then she added the wings. Fair enough. Yeah, sometimes, like, the best OCs are ones that kind of start out, simple, and then, like, you just add more shit onto them, and then they become cooler and cooler. Why is my headset disconnecting? Can you stop doing that, please? I would love it if you weren't being stinky. I want to listen to music while I draw, please. Come on. I like Natasha. She's not going to be changed. That's fair. I think the most elaborate backgrounds I've done are from a pixel art piece I did in a God of War fandom, a sketch for an old OC, and the latest one I did for my OC 𝙲𝚽𝙽𝚃𝚂. Sorry. Yeah, 𝙲𝚽𝚽. You literally put the fucking pronunciation right beside it and I'm still struggling. The one where she's leaning on a door with whatever room in the background. I was actually proud of that. Yeah, it looked fucking great, man. My headset connect, please. Good lord. And I'm not selling her. I want to buy the rest of the rights for Natasha so I can get a VTuber model made of her. Did you not get the rights to her when you bought the character? That's, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty odd. Usually when people do, like, adoptions, they usually, Dude. Okay, hang on, my headset's being stinky poo-poo pee-pee. Usually when people sell adopts, they usually sell the rights to them as well. I didn't have enough for commercial. She did monetized rights. That's interesting. I honestly haven't seen that before, but... Come on, headset. Oh my fucking god, my headset's being so annoying right now. I don't care if I sound like a fucking boomer. Bluetooth shit pisses me off, man. Hello, headset? Are you gonna turn on? Jesus Christ. Connect. Thank you. I asked if I could purchase the rest of the rights in the future. She said that was fine. That's fair. At least she was willing to, like, do that for you. Yeah, isn't the whole idea of an adopt that the character now belongs to the person adopting them, right? That's what I'm saying. At least she was, like, willing to be like, yeah, like, I'll, like, keep the rights for you. I mean, I guess that's kind of smart from, like, a business standpoint, but yeah, like, I've never heard of, people doing that. Butt cheeks. But yeah. At least, like I said, at least she was, like, willing to be like, yeah, like, I'll allow you to do that later on. But yeah, I guess from, like, a business standpoint, that's... Jesus Christ, Jimmy. I guess from, like, a business standpoint, that would, make sense. I'm writing that down. No, I'm just kidding. I never do, well, I wouldn't say I never do adopts, but, like, I've tried to do adopts in the past, but, like, people rarely buy them. She had as an option to purchase. You own the rights of Rui, like, full rights. Okay. What's your perspective of doing free requests in your board? I personally am not against it. I mean, I've definitely done my fair share of, like, free art stuff. I would say it might not, like, if you're trying to, like, do commissions on the side, it might not be the best idea. But also, like, if you're not, like, a super established artist, it's a great way to get your name out there, kind of thing. I would say that, like, usually, I'm not gonna say all people, but I would say that usually people that are coming to get free art are probably not going to be the same people that will pay you. I'm not going to say that it's entirely true, because there's definitely been a few times where, like, I've done free art for somebody, and then later on they come back. I can't fucking draw hands. I've definitely had people, like... Sorry, hang on, my brain. I've definitely had people that have, like, gotten free art for me, and then they come back later, and then they get a commission. So I'm not gonna say all of the people, but I'm gonna say that a majority of the people, that are coming for free art are probably not gonna commission you. But like, doing free requests again is a great way to get your name out there, and just to, like, build an audience of sorts. I just started doing them. I only plan to do about 5 max every 2 months, or when I'm extremely bored. Yeah, I like doing free stuff every once in a while. Like, I did a bunch of free stuff recently so that I could get some... Jesus, Jimmy. I did a bunch of free stuff recently just to get some examples, because I was like, fuck, I have, like, no examples. And there's still a couple of people that I do plan on still drawing some free art for. But because I'm trying to open commissions here, I'm probably not gonna do request streams for a minute. Because there's always, like, a possibility that somebody that, you know, would pay for my art is just gonna come in here and get, like, a quick sketch instead. One thing that I would really like to do, actually, is I would love to open a sticker store. Jesus, Jimmy. I always be saying that. It's like, Jesus. Man's crazy some days. So what happened was the original Simple Cat Girl I was going to buy got purchased right before I got paid, so she made Natasha because she was just about to mark it as sold and hold her for me. I don't like free art often. I like purchasing it because I like to support the artist. I feel that as well. If I'm in a position to pay for art, I would definitely rather pay an artist to support them. I have a friend that has a sticker store while he's making it, but he's having fun making them. I have a couple of sticker designs already, and I do have a printer. I have to fuck around with the colors on the one. I have, like, a ghost-faced one that I have to fuck around with the colors because, I did some, like, test prints, and the test prints, all of the shades of black they kind of, like, were very, like, muddied together and, like, too close. Like, you couldn't tell, like, oh, like, this was a highlight and this was a dark part. It was all just, like, one shade of black, essentially. So I have to fuck around with the colors more. What I'm thinking of doing is instead of having it be black, I'm thinking of doing, like, a blue or, like, a purple instead. Because my printer can differentiate between that better than different shades of black. But then I have the other sticker idea that I had actually turned out really well on the test print, which is this one. It's a security chicken. I might fuck with the black again on this because, like I said, it has a hard time differentiating between the different shades of, like, black and gray, but, like, all of the other colors on this turned out fine. So I think if I do, like, a purple or a blue, it'll look a lot better when it's printed. I gotta hop out and read my book for a bit because I'm severely addicted to this book. What book are you reading? I want it. Hell yeah. I gotta fuck around more with the colors on it. Dude, a friend of mine requested Goob, Dandy's World, hugging Steve Minecraft while Bart Simpson is trying to shoot both of them from a helicopter. I don't even know what mindset he's in right now, but I'm a bit concerned. Fair enough, yeah. That's totally fair. Fourth Wing? I have no idea what Fourth Wing is. Jesus, Jiminy. Oh, I did not mean to... Oops, I didn't mean to do a remix. Fourth Wing. What is Fourth Wing about? Fourth Wing is a new adult fantasy romance novel written by the American author Rebecca Yarros. It is the first book in the Empyrean series following the journey of Violet Sorrengail, who is forced by her mother, General Sorrengail, to join the Basgiath War College and become a dragon rider. That sounds kind of cool. It's an enemies to lovers romance book. Fuck yeah. Honestly, I'm so, like, picky with the books that I read. I've been wanting to read, like, some romance books, but a lot of the romance books that I've seen that people suggest, I go and I read the reviews, and then, like, the few bad reviews are like, this is, like, worse than fucking, like, Wattpad fanfiction, and I'm like, I don't want Wattpad fanfiction. I want slow burn, and slow burn doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. And there is spice, but only every 10 chapters. It's also slow burn. Hell yeah. Well, I'm calling Jimmy Jiminy now. Jiminy Cricket. I always call him Jiminy. I also call him Stinky. And I call him Pookie Bear. His name on, in my phone and on, on Steam is, Hot and Chunky. And it's because one time I was grocery shopping and then I saw salsa that was, like, hot and chunky, and I took a picture of it and I sent it to him and I was like, you. It's actually very good. It's very in high demand right now. Fuck yeah. I'm reading a book right now called Killing the Kill Room by Jeffrey Deavery. Jeffrey Deavery, whatever the fuck. Anyways, it's a it's like a thriller book kind of deal. It's really good. I should actually read more of it. I started reading it. I'm very bad because, like, I'll start reading something and then I'll stop reading it and then I'll forget what happens because I won't read it for like a month and then I'm like, damn, I want to read this, but now I have to start from the beginning again. Not gonna lie, I giggle snorted at that. Fair enough. My relationship with my BF is a slow burn. Teehee, we be keeping alive. Fuck yeah. I only read books when forced to. I hate reading most of the time. I'm just very picky with what I read. Like, I have a hard time trusting when people are like, oh my gosh, this book is so good, and then I read it, and it's, like, literally the most, like, basic fucking, like, written shit I've ever read in my entire life, and then I'm like, god damn it, I wasted my... I feel like that Cartman, that, Eric Cartman bit where he's like, I fucking read the whole book for nothing! And he's like all pissed off because he read a whole ass book and it was shit. Because that's the thing, like, reading takes time, so, like, sometimes I'm like, you know what, maybe it's just the first couple of chapters. And then it turns out that the whole book is like that, and I fucking hate it. I hate that shit so much. When I waste my time reading a book that I fucking ended up hating. It's the worst. Actually, I listened to a smut part by accident when my mom was listening to it, and I instantly started blushing because I was driving. That's crazy. Low-key, so, okay. I want Omen X Reader fanfic, but all of the Omen X Reader fanfic that is anywhere is fucking cringe. And this is not me being like you can't write, like, it just is not, it's so, like, poorly written. Like, write to your heart's desire, but fuck, I'm so picky. I was spoiled by, like, people on, like, DeviantArt that were like, sorry, English isn't my first language, but then it's, like, literally the most immaculate piece you've ever fucking read in your entire life. But yeah, no, yeah, like, a lot of, like, the lack of Omen X Reader fanfic was like, fuck, like, I should write it. I should be the one to write it. But then it's not the same when you write something yourself, right? Like, it is, but it isn't. But, like, all of the Omen X Reader stuff is like, oh, you're a Mary Sue. And it's like, no, I don't want to be the Mary Sue character that's like, like, no, that's not me. The fuck. And then it's like, fucking not even first chapter in, and they're like fucking, and it's like, no, where is the yearning? Where is the yearning? Where is the romance? I'm here for the plot, goddammit. So Fourth Wing isn't for everyone. When I read, I can hear the audio and it feels like I'm actually in the book. Yeah, I feel that. Every day I quote Cartman, just say, "Batman." The voice is scarily accurate too. I love doing I love quoting Cartman. South Park is so fucking funny, man. South Park is one of those shows where, like, even the bad episodes are still good. I fucking love South Park. That shit's so funny. Dude, my science teacher impersonates Cartman every time he sees my besties racing Cartman, honey. Speaking of yearning, that was my 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝚃𝚂 with my self-insert. She was married at the time and she loved her wife, but, like, damn, he is with someone else too. But they did nothing about it for the long-ass time. I fucking love slow burn. Actually, there was this one like author that came up on my TikTok page, and she was like slow burn is dead, so I wrote the most slow burn, like, book that I could ever. And it's like, they don't even, like, they can't even, like, look at each other because it's like forbidden love, and I'm like, fuck, I want to read it, kind of, but also I'm so scared of buying a book and then reading it and being like, this is dog shit. So I read a part in a book where I heard the sound of bones breaking, and I also felt in my bones, and I had to put the book down. Fair enough. Very rarely does reading something make me viscerally uncomfortable. I think the last time I read something that made me viscerally uncomfortable was Stephen King and Peter Straub's The Talisman. And it wasn't because, like, oh, like, the description is... It was because fucking... I don't know what it is with Peter Straub and fucking Stephen King novels, but holy fuck, they always talk about, like child penises. Like, why are we talking about a child's penis? Like, there was literally a, like, spoiler alert, but there... Like, this is not really, like, fucking relevant to the plot. Which, again, why is it even in here? But there was, like, a whole scene where the main character, who's, like, a fucking, like, 12-year-old boy, fucking jerks off. And it's like, why is this in the book? This doesn't help the plot whatsoever. Why is he jerking off? I don't want to read about a 12-year-old boy jerking off, please. I love slow burn too, but if it takes like a whole 20 chapters in or episodes, since I get impatient, I kind of feel that. What? Hold on, pause this. Okay, have you guys never read fucking like Stephen King or like Peter Straub stuff? Like, they actually like write so much, like, in It, I've never read It, but other people read it, and apparently, like, the scene where they're down in, like, the fucking evil clown lair, in the book, apparently they have, like, a whole orgy with the one female character, and, like, that's how they get out. I've never read it, but I believe people when they say that, because I've read other Stephen King books, and there's so many, like, weird fucking, like, parts where they're just talking about kids fucking, and, like, why? Why is this in the book? I don't get it. Those two need their browser histories checked immediately. I don't read the traditional books, my ADHD brain won't let me. No, yeah. I've considered, like, getting into, like, audiobooks, but I don't want to, like, I don't know. I feel weird when other people read it, because, like, I have my, like, in my head, I have my own voices for the characters and stuff when I'm reading a book, so. Let's see. I was like, oh shit. I actually started crying because I was so scared for the character. I'm reading a book where it's a dark romance and the spice level is 5 out of 5. I want to read dark romance, but every time I see, like, one that's suggested, I go and I read the fucking, I go and read the, like, reviews on it, and, like, a lot of the reviews are like, oh, this was so good, but then there's, like, the couple of bad reviews that were like, this is fucking dog shit, and I'm like, do I want to spend money on this? But, like, if somebody else bought it for me and I read it, I would be less upset about it, but I don't want to spend money on something that I think I'm not gonna enjoy. Same, I have my own voices as well. Audiobooks ruin the magic sometimes when every voice is the same voice or the voices don't fit the character well. Exactly. That's why I, like, prefer reading just, like, traditional books myself if I'm going to be reading them. I do like graphic novels as well, obviously. It took this book 10 motherfucking chapters for them to actually have sex. I was so mad. Fair. I think my thing is, like, I'm a very, like, particular type of dark romance enjoyer. Like, I am of the variety that's like, oh, like, evil monster, but is very sweet to, like, the person that they want. I can't stand dark romance where it's like, oh, he's a stalker and, like, I fell in love with my... Like, I don't like that. I can't get behind that. I like, oh, fucking supernatural monster is, like, super, like, scary and evil, but has a soft spot for character. But a lot of dark romance is like, oh, ooh, you're daddy's little girl. And I'm sorry, I cannot take that shit seriously, and I'm, like, not into that at all. So it just immediately ruins it for me. I can't do it. It's a vampire dark romance? Ooh. Hell yeah. Haha, that trope stalker ex-reader. I've seen, like, some content that is, like, bearable, but a lot of the times I'm just like, it just kind of makes me uncomfortable. And, like, the content that I have seen that's like that is somebody's OC. Like, there's a TikTok artist. Fuck, I can't remember their name. But they have a... The game is called, like, Decipher or something. It's the one with Mr. Crawling. That's the only character's name that I can remember. But they made, like, a fan character based off of that... They made a fan character based off of it, and it is... I like the character a lot. But yeah, otherwise, like, I cannot... I'm not into that. The female's half vampire, half human, and is forced to marry someone she didn't know, but she fell in love with them. Okay. I might be able to get behind that. For books, I'm more so, like, a fan of, like, horror, like, thriller kind of stuff. One of my favorite book series is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I love it. At least the first 3 books. I haven't read anything past the first 3 books because the original author fucking died. And then a different author took over, obviously. A different author took over the rest of the series. I'm like, I'm very, like, weary to read a series that was continued by a different author. Because I always feel like it's never going to be the same. It's called Court of the Vampire Queen. Okay. Okay. Might look into it at some point. I low-key want to get into writing, but I feel like my writing... I think the only thing, like, in my opinion, the only thing I'm good at writing is dialogue and, like, general ideas. Like, I can't actually sit down and write a novel, and that's why I'm doing a... What's it called? A webcomic. I should fucking write more of that, honestly. I want to download the, there's like a... What's it called? There's like an extension that you can get, and it turns your typing into Animal Crossing speak while you're typing. My IRL sister would be good at writing books. I have one friend of like 10 years, and he writes, but he writes like furry porn, to put it lightly. He's a good writer though. I'm not into the stuff that he writes about, but he's a good writer. You heard me right. Give. My partner would like it. It is, it's like hyper fetish though. I don't know if your partner's into hyper, but... Hey, now, no shaming the porn authors, especially the furry ones. No, honestly, like, nothing but respect for people that, like, make a living doing that stuff. I can't even, like, shame those people because I've also, like, done my fair share of, like, horny art for money. Like, I literally funded my current PC by drawing Sonic porn during COVID. I'm not even joking either. Like, I'm 100% serious. I am pretty sure the guy that commissioned me, pretty sure that he spent his entire stimulus check on Sonic porn for me. It started with me trying to sell a Blaze the Cat, like, original watercolor painting that I did, which he bought, and then afterwards he was like, oh, do you do commissions? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, oh, do you do, like, not safe for work? And I was like, yeah. So then he got me to draw a bunch of Blaze the Cat and Sonic, and then he also got me to draw a vor picture of Honey the Cat and Blaze the Cat eating each other, respectively. So, yeah, and, like, for reference, like, each piece was, like, 200 plus, and then he also, like, tipped me, like, minimum 50 per drawing on top of, like, the 200 price already, so... He said a lot of stuff about the actual fuck. No, yeah, like, I just straight up. Oh, I know, some people do shame others for it, and it's like, bruh. No, okay. Honestly, I have so much respect for not safe for work artists because, like, they have such a good understanding of anatomy. I follow some really, really amazing not safe for work artists. And their art is, like, fucking god tier. Actually, I have some art from one of my favorite artists. I always commission this one specific artist to draw me Omen because I love the way that he draws Omen. Where is it? I have some, like... So this was... Fuck you, you're not a... Don't even tell me you're not a... It's not a supported file format. Hang on. I don't know why, but sometimes when I save a PNG, it gets mad at me. my computer gets mad at me and it saves it in like a PNG format that is not a real PNG format for whatever reason. So I have to open it in Paint and then copy and paste it. But this is the first art piece that I got. The artist for this is Victor Maru with a K, and he draws Omen really great. This is actually my Steam profile. But yeah, it's the same artist that did my Omen body pillow art. I would show that, but they're both pretty not safe for work. Some not safe for work artists have very, very hard limits. Yes, and that is 100% fair because the thing is, when you are a not safe for work artist, if you do not put your boundaries down, like, people will stomp all over them. Like, I've had people ask me to draw some, like, really, like, fucked up shit. And I'm like, I am not drawing, like, pedophile stuff, sorry. I've done horny art, but only because I had the urge. Every artist does it at one point, and I know it. Like, the only spicy thing I've drawn and given away for money is buff cartoon characters, and got, like, a whole $6. Easy money. Cha-ching, right? Well, not just that. Not safe for work artists also have to deal with a lot of creeps, so hats off. Yes, that is also true. Like, I have a separate account for my not safe for work art, because I don't want it to... Like, I don't really care if I post horny on main, but I feel like people following me would rather not, because there's people that follow me for my safe for work art, and then there's people that follow me for my not safe for work art, so I just keep it separate for my sake and for other people's sake. Because nothing's worse than when you're gooning to frickin' than when you're gooning to hentai and then some random shit pops up and it's not goonable. That's such a fucked up thing to say. Oh my god. No, but yeah, like I just keep it separate for that reason. And yeah, like I've like, even just on my not, hang on, I'm gonna take my sweater off, it's fucking warm in here. I have some, like, I don't really post a whole lot of not safe for work art, but there's been like a couple times where people have like private messaged me and they're like, do you do like, can you send me nudes, and like, do you want to like roleplay? And I'm like, I'm good. There was one guy that was like threatening me over posting not safe for work art as well. He was like, take down the Blaze art. And I was like, no, I'm not fucking taking it down. Are you kidding me? I had to block him because he kept like messaging me on all of my accounts and being like, ugh. And he was like, delete the art. I only do tame not safe for work stuff. That's fair. Because I adopted Natasha, I get 10% off of art that is for Natasha from the designer. That is fair. And yeah, like, full-on not safe for work art is not for everybody. It's definitely not for the weak. That's for sure. Yeah, no, I get it. I only posted on a slightly not safe for work piece recently, and it was behind the mature label. I should have posted it to my not safe for work account. Honestly, like, my thing is, it's like, if it's like artistic nudity, it's like, alright, whatever. But if it's like full on like horny art, I post it to my not safe for work art account. I have not safe for work of Rui, but it's only her nude. That's fair. Oh well, they call anti-Puritans, but like, no, Puritans are people that want nothing but vanilla, and anything beyond the scope of that is wrong, and they will harass people over it. In my experience, like, Puritans are more so people that are just like, you can't draw, not safe for work whatsoever. That is so weird that you draw that. I've met people that are actually like I've literally seen like people call like a fucking anime girl that's just like, oh, like, there's people that, like, she's just, like, being all cutesy, and she's like, oh, yeah, and then, like, fucking, like, has her fucking, like, shoulders out. Like, just, like, a low-cut top with her shoulders out. I've had people look at, like, shit like that and be like, oh, that's fucking Gooner art. And it's like, bro, if you're looking at that and you think that is Gooner art, like, you are the one that has the problem. You are probably porn addicted and should seek help. But yeah. People are fucking insane, dude. Like, I don't know how people will see, like, the most, like, innocent thing and they'll be like, oh, Gooner art. And it's like, you don't even know what the meaning of Gooner art is, bro. Like, I don't... Shut up. She might be succubus, but I'm not comfortable with that yet. So my partner ships Rui and Natasha. Fair enough. Yeah, not everybody's comfortable with, like, not safe for work art of their OCs. Oh, that's totally valid. There is an artist on TikTok that I follow, and they're like a sexed repulsed asexual, and they have had so many people, like, sexualizing their OCs in, like, the TikTok comments, and, like, despite them requesting, like, kindly just, like, please don't, like, all of my OCs are, like, an extension of myself, and it feels weird when people do it. And, like, the OCs in question are literally, like, they don't have, like, genitals. But people are like, oh my god, like, I want them, like, oh, daddy, like, in the comments, and just being fucking unhinged, and it's like, you're fucking weird for that. Like, there's a time and a place for that, and the time and place for that is not in somebody's comment section, where they specifically have requested that you don't say that weird shit. And I'm like, bitch, so I'm comfortable with it. I'm just not interested in doing some things. I'm fine with my partner sexualizing my OCs. I don't care. But random people don't. Well, yeah, like, it's different when, like, your partner is doing it versus some random people. Most of my OCs, I don't really care if people want to sexualize them, because it's like, whatever. Unless if they're, like, a child. In which case, that's fucking weird, and, like, what are you doing? But, yeah, I try to... I don't really care otherwise. Insanity. Dude, someone who subbed to me, but luckily we don't really interact much. They made not safe for work art of me, persona-wise. Yeah. That's kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Kind of freaking weird. The only, like, not safe for work art I've ever done of real life people is, I had an ex who had a best friend that would commission me to, like, his best friend commissioned me to draw some not safe for work art of them. And I did it because it was funny, A, and B, I was getting paid to do it, so that's the only time I've ever done not safe for work art of real people. But other than that, I stick to characters that are of legal age and that are fictional. I feel weird even about drawing, like, celebrities. Like, even if it's, like, an actor kind of thing. Like, I feel weird doing that. Like, I don't know. Like, there's people that ship, well, fuck. One of the biggest, like, Tumblr ships is, fucking, what's their nuts? The Winchester brothers from Supernatural. People ship the fuck out of them. And, like, you know what? It's weird, but, like, you fucking do you. Like, I don't want to see it. Just tag your shit so I don't have to see it, basically. But yeah, that's a thing. You know, I personally think if you're going to not safe for work someone's persona, not necessarily OC, you should ask for permission. I agree with that. I think even with OCs, I think it's just the polite thing to do is just to ask first, because unless if, like, somebody's, like, outright stating, like, yeah, like, go right ahead. Like, that's why I like Art Fight and fucking Character Hub, because you can just like write and be like, hey, like, go ahead, draw my character this way. I don't give a fuck. I like that that's a thing. It makes it a lot easier than like having the, because it feels weird being like, can I draw your character in like a horny way? I don't know. But I also am not the type of person to draw somebody's character in a horny way unless if I am specifically told like, yes, please do this, or like, you know, I would only do that for my friends' OCs, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't just go to like, I don't know, some random person and be like, can I draw your OC? Like, I don't know. My partner's like, see this stuff I want to do to her, I'm gonna do to you. That's fair. artist foreplay be like, yeah, I don't really mind if someone makes not safe for work of an OC of mine as long as I don't see it, because then I don't know if they were being for real and that just doesn't exist on my side of the internet. We settled it by if I saw it, they're hidden from the channel. That's fair. I'd let you draw my OC, just ask first. Yeah. Generally speaking, I don't really draw not safe for work of other people's OCs, unless if they're like a friend of mine and I'm like, hey, do you want to ship our OCs together? In which case, they would be like, fuck yeah, I do. Or like, fuck no, I don't. I have a couple of OCs myself that I would like never want to see not safe for work art of. Obviously, like at the end of the day, can't stop anybody from doing it, but if somebody was to like tag me randomly and be like, hey, like I drew your underage OC like in a sexual way, I would be like, you're fucking weird, bud. Like my Sonic fan character Max, A is a child and B is asexual, so that would weird me out. That would weird me out if somebody fucking drew not safe for work of them. My partner legit said to me, why do I see Natasha doing this to Rui? Fair enough. Something got shot, run, Jiminy Cricket. Yeah. He do be screaming a bit, but that's okay. We love him. We love him for being the rowdy boy that he is. For my OCs, not safe for work stuff would be really dependent on a lot of factors. I have strict rules for my OCs. And that is 100% fair. I feel like there's some people that are just kind of like, whatever. And then there's like a lot of people that are like, please don't do this. Which is also, like, I totally respect that. Like, it's your fucking character. Most of my characters, I don't really give a shit. But I have, like, for the characters that I've posted to Art Fight or to, Character Hub, like, I have, like, please don't draw this character this way, because they're, like, literally a minor. Most stuff I'm okay with. I don't really like when people draw, like, weird fetish shit. But I don't know. It depends, right? Like, I remember there was this one guy on Fur Affinity that was trying to get me to draw. He was trying to, like, get my permission to draw my OCs with, like, inflation art, and I was like, I don't really want that. Like, I really don't. It's very... Like, have your fucking fetishes, like, I don't care, like, what you want to do, but, like, me personally, I feel like when other people draw your character in, like, with a specific fetish, it's very, like, pushy, almost. It feels very weird. It's like it's obvious that they're, like, using, I mean, I guess I can't say, like, it's obvious that they're using my character to goon, but, like, it's just weird. I don't know, it's weird. I see scrambling around straight to stand straight on falling face first on the ground. They're strict about their OCs. Real. Yeah, any of my Meyer characters would be off the table completely, even if they are aged up. I don't like when people are like, oh, they're aged up, because it feels very remnant of, like, oh, this character's actually 7,000 years old, so, like, they're not actually a minor, but then, like, they look like a literal toddler. Somebody tried to sell me AI art. They failed because I know what AI looks like. Dude, there's so many fucking people trying to sell AI fucking slop, or, like... There's so much, like, AI generated fucking, like, fan fiction, which is crazy to me, because the whole point of fan fiction is that you love something, like, you love something enough where you're trying to, like, make a story around it. And it's crazy to me that there's people that are like, yeah, here's my AI generated stuff, and it's like, get the fuck out of here. Go post your bullshit elsewhere, please. Like, we don't want it here. I hate that. What pisses me off about AI prompters is the fact that, like, you are literally already in the process of writing descriptions. Why don't you just go the whole fucking way and just write fanfiction or write a novel yourself? It doesn't even have to be a full novel. It can be a short story, even. I don't understand. Like, I understand it's because they're fucking stupid and, like, they don't have, like, the actual, like... intelligence and patience and discipline to, you know, actually make something themselves, but it's like, dude, like, you're already going, like, like, you're doing the half-ass route already, like, why not just fucking commit to it? There's so many, and, like, there's so many free resources, too, for, like, art specifically, like, if you want to do, like, visual art specifically, like, there's so many free tutorials, and, like, Vroid Studio fucking exists. I made this entire fucking VTuber model with Vroid. I don't know how to 3D model. I can't 3D model for shit. But did I go and ask AI to fucking... I don't even think AI can generate 3D models yet, but that's definitely something that they're gonna try to do. But yeah, like, I don't know how to fucking 3D model. What did I do? I went and fucking used Vroid. I did some research. My first one didn't look very good. But that's just life. Like, your first attempt at anything is not gonna fucking look good. It takes practice and, like, determination and fucking passion. And you actually have to, like, develop your skills. Like, that's just something you have to do for anything. And it's not even specific to art. That's just anything. Like, I fucking suck at shooter games. I would say I suck at video games in general. Specifically shooter games, though. Did I fucking, you know, download cheats and let, you know, an algorithm and a robot fucking do shit for me? No. I fucking went and I paid for lessons on how to get better. I'm still kind of dog shit at them, but I'm a lot better than when I first started, so I don't know. It's just laziness. Like, people want instant gratification right off the rip. They don't care. They just want the end product. They don't want to put any of the work into actually do it themselves. They just want it handed to them and then be like, I made this myself. Like, no, you fucking didn't. Yeah, it's a little ew. Like, here's an example. Toodles from Dandy's World is a canonical child and people age her up, but it's still cursed in a way, right? You know, it's so difficult these days to not see Gen AI shit and images posted by non-artists on the skyline. I know. And even if it's art that was made back in the 2000s that was very modern AI looking, you still have to stop and really examine it, and even then you still don't know. No, I agree. I feel bad for the people whose, like, art styles were the most scraped by AI, because those are the people that get accused of, like, generated content all the time. There was an artist that I scrolled upon on TikTok, and at first I was like, oh, this is fucking AI dog shit, but then I realized that it was, like a time lapse, and then I watched it and I was like, oh no, like, this is a legitimate time lapse. And then I felt bad because my immediate thought was to just scroll, because it was like the art style that, you know, AI was trained on. And all of the comments were like, yeah, this is still AI. This is, like, people that obviously don't know what they're talking about being like, oh, this is AI, like, this is a fake speed paint, blah, blah, blah. When you can literally, like, see all of the, like, they didn't just have the drawing, they had, like, all of the tools on the side and, like, the layers and everything showing. So, like, obviously it's not AI because you can fucking see. But I felt bad for that person. And I felt bad for thinking that, but, like, now I have to fucking double check shit. And it sucks. Gen AI is garbo. I hate that I tried it out before starting on my art journey, but I always felt sheepish about even using it. My usage of it lasted a couple of days before I said nope. Well, that's the societal landscape of me. We require instant gratification. Wait, what happened? I'll have to go promote a sub of mine. They're great at art. Oh my god. We're just talking about generative AI slop. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, like, when generative AI was, like, first a thing, like, back in, like, 2019, when it was very, very early on, I used it a couple of times. Like, I fucking threw a picture of myself in there, because I was like, I want to see what this does, and it was dog shit at the time, so I was just like, okay, well, this sucks, like, I can literally just draw myself in an anime art style, and it will look way more accurate than this shit ever would. But now it's getting to the point where, like, I have to actually, like, sit there and, like, physically examine shit. And I don't like having to do that. I hate that. I read a Resident Evil Village smut fanfiction. It was 90 chapters long. Correction, I read multiple. Fair enough. 90 chapters is a lot. That's crazy. Yeah, I did the same thing. I just tried that shitty anime-fy me or something. Exactly. Yeah. This was like before we knew how terrible AI was for, like, everything. I tried it just to be like, because everyone was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then I tried it and I was like, man, this shit kind of ass. Like, and then I didn't use it ever after that. But, but yeah, like, it's unfortunate. And, like, again, now it's at the point where, like, I actually have to, like, double check and see if it's AI generated. Proud of myself so far. Like, there's been a few times where, like, something will come up on my, like, For You page and I'll be like, this is suspiciously, like, AI generated. I think there's only been, like, maybe 2 or 3 times where I have been genuinely, like, fooled into thinking that something AI generated was not AI generated. There's one, slop generator that, they, like, trained the AI with, like, very, very specific artworks. And I think they know a little, like, basic stuff about art so that they can just, like, edit out, like, the fucked up parts. So there was that one. And then there was a video that I scrolled across on my For You page, and it was, like, promoting, like, AI shit. And then I was reading the comments. And then somebody was like, wow, like, I didn't even realize, like, this whole video was AI generated. And I was like, fuck off. And then I looked and I was like, oh god, it is. But, like, it's scary. It's scary, like, how much it's progressing, and I don't like it personally. And it's all just because people want something that they think they can't have because they're preventing themselves from being able to, you know, have any of this stuff. It was a complete mess, no pun intended, maybe. Yeah, I've been fooled by it before. That's the thing, editing AI-generated slop to look legit. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if it's just like right out of the fucking machine, I can tell pretty easily. Like, even the people that are like, well, like, I've retyped the prompt, like, 60 times. Like, I can still fucking tell. Other people can't, though. But then it makes me sad, because there's, like, you know, boomers fucking grew up being like, don't believe anything you see online, like, it could be fucking photoshopped. And then, like, they're the same people that are like, wow, look at these shrimp, they formed a picture of Jesus, God is good. And it's like, are you fucking serious? Like, there's no way you think that's real, dude. It's insane to me. "60 times so much water and electricity wasted." Exactly. Exactly. And, like, I understand that other, like, data centers also use a shit ton of water, but here's the thing. Like, AI is so much more. So much more. And I would argue that there are some data centers that, you know, are relevant to keep around. Like, for example, having fucking medical stuff published is a good thing. But we don't need to be seeing ourselves in Studio Ghibli fucking art style. And if you really, really want to see yourself in Studio Ghibli art style, you can either pay somebody or you can draw it yourself. Honestly, I would even argue that, like, taking a picture, like an already existing Studio Ghibli picture, and then tracing over top of it and fucking, like, editing it to be you is far better than AI generating it. Like, what happened to free to use bases? Like, those, like, literally, if you just Google free to use art base, there's so many fucking art bases. Like, why do we not use this shit anymore? Like, there's so many to choose from, and in so many different styles. Like this. This is fucking cute as shit. You know what I fucking did when I sucked at digital art and I didn't have a fucking tablet? I fucking went and found all of the fucking art bases that I possibly could, and I edited them. Did it look like shit? Yeah, it did. But guess what? It made me a better artist at the end of the day. So. Oh yeah, the generation of preaching common sense has no common sense anymore. It's the fucking lead paint, dude. Just straight up, it's the fucking lead paint. Oh, I can't believe we're here. We're tracing is 100 times better than generative AI. Exactly. Like, I would say that, like, tracing is a bad thing if you're stealing somebody else's art and then being like, yeah, it's my own. But if you're using, you know, if you're using a fucking art base, or, like, if you're tracing to, like, learn how to do something, or if you're, like, using 3D models to trace, like, that's totally fine. Like, professionals fucking do that shit. Not, like, the bases, but, like, the 3D models. Like, there's been times where I have screenshotted my fucking, what's it called? I've screenshotted my VTuber model, and I use that. I don't know. There's so many other options, but people don't want to work for anything, unfortunately. And see, that's the thing. Now I sound like the boomer because I'm like, kids these days just don't want to fucking put in work. But low-key, like, it's kind of true. Not in regards to, like, actual, like, fucking work, but, like, people don't want to put, like, hard work into anything. They just want shit to be handed to them. People are not okay with being uncomfortable or struggling anymore. I don't know what happened. I genuinely don't know what the fuck happened there. Oh, I can't believe we're here. Oh yeah, the argument of digital art is the same as Gen AI. It's just a tool that makes it easier to do. Yeah, the different... I've been arguing with so many, like, AI shills, and I always tell them the same thing. I'm like, hey, I, as a digital artist, can still pick up a pencil and fucking draw on paper. And until somebody can do the same thing with their AI slop, they're not an artist. Like, as a digital artist, I still have to understand fundamentals. And there was one guy that was like, well, like, as like a Gen AI artist, I'm like, don't even fucking call yourself an artist. You're not even an artist, first off. Second of all, because he was trying to be like, oh, well, like, I still have to understand composition and da-da-da. And I was like, then why don't you just do photography? Why don't you do photo bashing? Like, photo bashing is a thing. So, like, I don't know. I don't know how we have got here, honestly. Like, yes, digital art is easy. Like, in my opinion, digital art is easier than traditional as somebody that dabbles in a bit of both. But, like, digital art still requires, like, the same... I wouldn't say the same, but it still requires you to understand the basic fundamentals of what the fuck you're doing. Like, I don't need a fucking... I don't need to look at other things to produce art. Like, for this drawing that I did, the only thing that I looked at was this so that I can fucking get the details right. But the actual poses and stuff, I didn't fucking look at shit for that. So, like, I don't know. Yeah, digital art still requires skill. It requires learning time and patience. AI slop generators are simply typing a few words. Exactly. And they're like, well, you try and generate. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to fucking generate it. Like, why the fuck would I even bother doing that when I already know how to draw? Why would I bother? And their whole argument is, well, like, it still takes skill. And it's like, not fucking really. It might take skill on the, like, coders' parts that, like, coded the fucking algorithm and, like, the actual, you know, robot doing the fucking work. But on your end, it does not take skill. I don't understand, like, why... Like, why not just go the full way and, like, either become a photographer and, like, you know, edit your fucking photos since you're so fucking, you know what you're fucking doing, or, you know, become a writer. Like, visual art is not the only fucking art that's available. In my opinion, all you need is actual effort, a pencil and paper or an iPad or whatever else there is on Draw. Yes, if you have a phone, you can do digital art. I actually saw a dude on TikTok, and he showed how he made, like, a shitty stylus for the phone. He took, like, an old pen, and then he put like a cotton, like, Q-tip at the end, and then he wrapped the pen in tinfoil and then wrapped it in like, masking tape, and it works. So if you have a phone, you can do digital art. If you have a pencil and paper, you can fucking do art. If you have a stick and some fucking mud in front of you, you can do art. Like, it's crazy. If she were still alive, my great-grandmother that wasn't even alive when computers really became a thing for the home could generate slop, right? Oh, but I can't draw much but a stick man. Okay, Anne, did you put effort in? Exactly. Dude, one of my friends in elementary school, his whole thing was making like stickman animation lightsaber fights. Holy fuck, if I could speak. Did we forget that, like, one of the most popular animations on YouTube is called Animator versus Animation, which is literally just a stick figure fighting the fucking animator? That's like one of the most well-known popular fucking things. Dick Figures is also a stick figure animation. I remember I watched the shit out of that growing up. I still quote it to this day. Not gonna lie, that stylus hack is legit awesome, right? Haha, stick figure lightsaber duels. Exactly! Like, there's so many, like, avenues. Or, like, you know, there's, you know, if you want something that's more, like, it's still visual, but it's, like, more physical, like, you could do pottery, fucking woodworking, like, you could paint if you wanted. Like, there's so many options. sculpting in real life. Like, you can get fucking plasticine at the store for cheap. Like, at the dollar store, you can get, like, a whole thing of a bunch of different colors for, like, $4 or $8 or some shit. There's so many options, but people are just trying to justify their laziness because other people are rightfully mad at them for it, so they're just trying to justify it. And it's like, no, you're just a dumbass. I remember when I first joined Blue Sky, I had to, like, block a bunch of people because they were following me and they were obviously using, like, AI-generated profile pictures. So I made a post and I was like, that's crazy that I have to fucking, like, say this, but if you use generative AI at all, like, don't fucking follow me, don't interact with me. Like, I don't give a fuck if you want to be a dumbass elsewhere, but don't be a dumbass in front of me. And then some fucking some unemployed motherfucker was trying to argue with me. And it was already late for me, so, like, I didn't want to spend more time than I already had trying to humor him. But he was like, you're probably just gonna block me like everyone else does. And I was like, yeah, I fucking am, because I already spent way too much time trying to explain to you why you're stupid and why you're wrong. You're not gonna listen to me anyways. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna debunk your stuff. And you know what he tried to do? He tried to use 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺, of all fucking people, as a retort to one of the things that I said. Because one of my concerns was like, well, look, like, generative AI is bad because there's people using it to fucking generate child exploitation material. Which, by the way, the AI had to be fed that material in the first place in order to fucking be able to generate it. And he's like, well, like, 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 drew Keemstar's daughter and, like, nobody cared. And I'm like, actually, a lot of people fucking cared. Like, he... like, he lost his fucking, like, a lot of his fan base over that. Like, there's, like, the moment that he was like, but 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺, I'm like, there's no way you're using 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 as a fucking argument, dude. Fucking hell, man. Immediately, bro, like, loses the fight just by bringing him up as a fucking point. Like, at the end of the day, people making AI slop are simply lazy, which is something, as I'm called lazy because my ADHD makes it nearly impossibly productive, and I put more work into what I do. Exactly. Like, I also, like, I'm not diagnosed, but I am peer reviewed, is what I'd like to say. My mom was diagnosed with ADD, and my sister was diagnosed with ADHD. I'm pretty sure my dad's autistic, but he doesn't have a diagnosis, and he's not going to get diagnosed. I'll probably try to get a diagnosis at some point. But yeah, so, like, I also suffer from that. Like, Jimmy has ADHD really bad. He still, like, he doesn't draw a whole lot, but when he does draw, he draws really good stuff. Raffle 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺, yeah, the weakest reference point. Yeah, like, you're gonna use 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 as an argument, dude? Like, already just immediately nope. And then, like, I was checking out that guy's, like, account, and his entire account was just AI-generated fucking porn of, like, Teen Titans characters, which also says a lot, and it's like, you're gonna fucking AI generate photo porn of fucking Teen Titans. Teen Titans. Like, no wonder you're using fucking 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 as an example, bro. Like, like, oh my god, dude. I can't believe that he actually fucking said that to me. Holy fuck. I am not diagnosed officially either, but you just know, I don't want to get properly diagnosed during this administration. I have my mother to take care of, and that is 100%, like, valid. I also, like, if I was living in the States, I would not be doing that either. I low-key also haven't gotten diagnosed, partly because I've gone this long without having a diagnosis and being medicated, so I don't know if medication would actually help me or if it would, you know, like, hinder me, kind of thing. Plus, like, there's certain jobs where, like, if and it's fucked up because they try to be like, oh yeah, like you can't ask about your medical history and da da da, but like they definitely can like request it after you've been hired on, which is fucked up. But yeah, there's like certain jobs where they would be like, yeah, like you have to have a medical, and then if it shows up on your medical that you like have autism and or ADHD, like they may not hire you, kind of thing, which is really fucked up, honestly. But so that's also part of a reason why I haven't done it myself. But yeah, like a majority of my friends are all on the spectrum, and the more that I learn about it, the more I'm like, yeah, that kind of explains a lot. So. I try not to, like, advertise it too much because I don't want people with, like, proper diagnoses to be like, oh yeah, like, you're trying to take away resources from me. And it's like, I'm not trying to fucking do that. I don't do anything to take away resources from y'all, but go off. Plus, like, it's also just not relevant 90% of the time. Like, if somebody asks me, like, hey, like, do you think you're autistic and or ADHD? I'd be like, yeah, fucking probably. Like, most of my friends are. And my friends have all been diagnosed. 2 of my family members have been diagnosed. So, I don't fucking know. You're so lucky I can't get medication without a proper diagnosis. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have to also get a diagnosis if I wanted to get medicated. But like I said, I have gone this long without medication, so I don't know if I would even want to start. My BF's autistic. He's pretty silly, and I doubt anyone wouldn't hire him. Yeah, I feel like there's more like socially acceptable autism, if that makes sense. I feel like because I am femme presenting, most people either believe I don't have autism to begin with, or they just see it as like, oh, like she's just quirky. Which, like, in and of itself, like, has pros and cons. Like, the pros being that, like, most people will leave me the fuck alone, but then the cons are, like, if I am actually struggling, people just think I'm being fucking lazy. And they think I'm, like, faking it, which sucks. But that is not the case. Yeah, I only talk about my ADHD because it affects me greatly, but the autism is a footnote, so it's not something I bring up often. That is 100% fair. Yeah, no, I've been vibing for fucking 26 going on 27 years of my life here without medication. I've been raw dogging it, and like I've definitely had my fair share of struggles, but like I don't know, like I feel like I've done pretty well, all things considered. I may be mentally exhausted and drained, but you know, I feel like part of that is also just like the way society is as well, like late stage capitalism stuff. I feel like maybe if I were born in the, like if I were growing up in the 80s, or it may not have been as bad, but also like I'm femme presenting, so maybe not. Haha, 41 here and no meds. It's bad. It's so bad. Oh god. I fucking believe it, man. I fucking believe it. I feel like I got the lighter end of the autism. I feel like I'm not as bad off as some other people, which is I am thankful for. But I've also experienced a lot of like skill regression, unfortunately. particularly during high school. Like, I was very much like an academic, like, gifted student, quote unquote, and then when I hit high school, it kind of just went downhill. And then I dropped out, and then, yeah. And, like, the thought of going back to school makes me so fucking anxious. And, like, my mom, bless her soul, she keeps trying to get me to go back to school. And I'm like, I'm not putting myself in thousands of dollars of debt when a job is not even gonna be, like, guaranteed. I refuse to do that. Also, the thought of just, like, being in a school setting again makes my skin crawl. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Which sucks, because I fucking love learning. I absolutely love learning shit. But I hate the school structure. I absolutely hate it. Like, having to sit in a classroom with other people and, like, not have the ability to, like, have questions actually, like, answered, and, like, having to spend a majority of my day in class and then go home and, like, have extra work to do because it's not for me. I fucking hate it. I can't. I can't do it personally. God bless the people that can. I'm glad that it works out for them, but yeah, me personally, I cannot. I feel ya. School really blows. Learning is amazing, but the school system is very rigged against the students, especially those without a lot of money and resources. I am so pissed knowing that there are countries where post-secondary education is free. Or at least very affordable. Like, why the fuck do we not have that? America and Canada call themselves fucking first world countries, yet we have, like, such a bad homeless problem and, like, no support for people with, like, crippling mental issues and, like, people with addictions and, like, people can barely fucking afford anything. And it's like, how the fuck are we considering ourselves a first world country when, like, a majority of people are fucking struggling to make ends meet despite working multiple jobs? I don't get it. Fun fact, children with still growing brains, including adults, learn more about a certain subject when they have fun learning it. Exactly. Exactly. I think the one thing that pisses me off about, like, the school system the most is just, like, it's very obvious that there's certain subjects that are not taken as seriously and they're not funded as well. Which, for example, the arts are not funded nearly as much as, like, math. Which is insane to me. I understand math is important, but the fact that we are not putting any sort of importance into the arts at all. And that's why there are people that have no media literacy at all or reading comprehension. Or, like, one thing that's been pissing me off lately is, like, a bunch of kids will be like, well, it's not that deep, bro, it's not that deep. And you can tell that they just failed fucking English class because they don't understand that certain pieces of media are inherently fucking political. So, like, for example, the Alien movies. The creator of the Alien movies specifically wanted to make it weird for men. Because, so, like, if you look at, like, a lot of the shit that goes on in the Alien movies, like the fact that, like, the eggs are, like, forced down the throat, like, forcefully, that is, like, an allegory towards, trigger warning, like, rape and, like, sexual assault. So that, you know, and, like, The fact that the fucking, like, baby aliens come bursting out of your stomach, that is an allegory to pregnancy and how women feel towards, like, rape and stuff like that. And the creator of the Alien movies has fucking confirmed this, and people are still arguing, like, no, it's not that deep, bro, like, it's just a scary movie, and da-da-da-da, and it's like, no. The fucking person that created it literally has said that was the fucking entire point. Like, are you kidding me? It's insane. First world countries, we're just the third world countries with a shiny coat of paint and some clown makeup. On God! We are just third world countries, but with a landlord special where they paint over all the fucking problems. It's just the government making sugar-coated EWE, right? Like, there's this one guy that I follow on TikTok, and he does an amazing job. He does lives pretty much every day, and his lives are often talking about issues that women face, and like, what am I trying to say here? So a lot of his topics talk about, like, he does, like, a bunch of different prompts, but, like, one of the ones that he had on today was, like, oh, like, it's all men until it's no men kind of thing, and, like, misandry doesn't exist, and, like, there's so many guys that get up there, and they're just immediately, like, offended, and, like, they're not even, like, listening to understand where anybody's coming from. They're just listening to respond. And there was one guy on there, Lex was talking to him. He's like, can you name me one right or one law that was put in place by a woman that negatively affects men? And the guy just, like, derailed the entire conversation, and then he was like, divorce is oppression against men. And I was like, there's no way you just fucking said that, like, unironically. I was actually, like, laughing because of how fucking stupid it was. I was like, there's no way he just fucking said that. Like, 100% serious. And this guy is, like, a full-grown fucking man, and he's saying that shit. I'm like, there's no way, dude. And I laugh because I can't help but laugh, but then I remember, these people vote. These people fucking vote, and I'm like, holy shit, dude. Oh my God. They see their takeaways from a movie as the gospel truth, even though the creator tells them otherwise. No, for real, for real. Divorce is oppression against men, incel behavior. That's what I said. That's what I said. If anybody would like to check out Lex, his username on TikTok is at @LexTherapy. I always tune into those lives because they are... honestly, they're quite entertaining for me to watch. I put them on for background. Because, like, some of these men that come up on there are just so, like... It's very obvious that they're, like, either highly, like, undereducated on the topic, because they'll literally be like, well, what is the what is femicide? What does that mean? And it's like, you don't even know the definition of what that is. Like, it's fucking... it's insane to me. I don't know how... I don't know how they fucking live. And, like, you can tell when there's, like, guys that go up there and they're trying to be like, oh, no, like, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. And then, like, they're obviously not. But, like, they eventually just, like, say some, like, head-ass shit. And it's like, okay, like, this is why everybody in the fucking comment section is calling you fucking sexist. Because you fucking say shit like that. Just, like, I don't know. It's crazy. He does a really great job, though, because, like, if I was hosting a, like, panel like that, like a live panel on TikTok like that, and some of these guys were saying that shit to me, I would fucking start screaming at them. So Lex is nice to watch because he has way more patience than I do, bro. Like, holy fuck. When you try to argue against something when you have literally no idea what that actually means. Exactly. Exactly. It's just scary because, like, there's a lot of guys that go up there and they say this type of shit, but, like, they literally have, like, a wife and kids. And they vote. And it's like, that's insane to me. That's so insane to me. That would be, like, it would be, like, the equivalent of me, like, telling, like, fucking minority, like, groups, like, I'm white, so, like, that would be me, like, me being like, like, racism doesn't exist, and, like, actually white people are oppressed. Like, that's some head-ass shit. Like, no, I don't fucking experience racism, actually. Maybe if I lived in fucking China, maybe, but I don't live in fucking China. Yeah, I often wonder what these women saw in these guys, but then in reality, they probably think the same way they do, self-hatred at its finest. There's definitely a lot of women with internalized misogyny. I used to also have, like, internalized misogyny at one point, and then, you know, I fucking grew up, and I was like, wow, this is stupid. Like, why am I thinking like this? And then I did a deep dive, and I was like, oh, I see. I was wrong. Because, so when I was young, like, I was maybe, like, 14 or something, I was on Tumblr at the time, and this is when, like, the like, kill all men shit was going on. And it was in full force, and, like, as a brainlet child, I didn't understand it. I was like, why the fuck are we saying this? Like, obviously it's not all men. But now, as an adult that's, like, experienced a lot of shit with men, and I understand the nuance of it, I understand what the fuck they were saying, and I'm like, wow, I was a dumbass. I can't believe I was defending fucking piece of shit people. Dude, being so for real, I swear I thought you had like 600 subs. What happened? Or was I hallucinating? Not gonna lie, you deserve 10k though. I have never had 600 subs. You might be thinking of my Twitch followers. I have 630 Twitch followers. But as for YouTube, I do not have many YouTube subscribers. But I appreciate that you think I deserve more. I've actually, okay, honestly, like, I've had a few people, like, say that to me. They're like, wow, like, your content is, like, very high quality. Like, why don't you have more followers? And I'm like, oh, because I don't fucking put effort into advertising myself. I can't be asked to do it, honestly. I'm fucking lazy. I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with it. I try to, like, make short-form content and stuff, but, like, I do it for, like, a week, and then I'm like, whew. Man, I'm tired. I just prefer, like, more natural growth, I guess. Like, if people, I'm very much of the opinion of, like, if people like my content, they will go out of their way to, like, come and watch my content. Otherwise, otherwise I don't really give a fuck. I appreciate all of the people. And that's the thing, like, the people that do come into my stream, they actually genuinely enjoy my content. They're not just here because, like, I don't know, they saw, like, one funny video or whatever. They're here because they see my shit and they like it, and they're like, alright, cool. And then they come and hang out. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Oh, I see. I was wrong. I love those kinds of realizations. Exactly, exactly. There was, like, a lot of, like, dumb shit that I did and said as a kid, and, like, now that I'm older, I realize, like, how fucked up some of the stuff I was saying and doing as a dumb child was. And, like, now that I understand the nuance of it, I feel a lot more enlightened. And I'm trying my best now to make up for, like, the shitty things that I have said and thought in the past, because I was not the best person, unfortunately. I think part of it was just, like, growing up with people that were also shitty. Like, my parents are not. I think the way that I would describe my parents is, like, they have somewhat good intentions, but they still held on to a lot of old fucked up beliefs that were not good. And I'm glad that I am past that now and that I understand why it was wrong. I do my best to, like, educate people where I can and where my voice, you know, actually, I don't want to say matters, but where my voice is more valid, per se. Because, like, for example, like, racism is wrong, obviously. But I, as a white person, cannot really speak towards it with a lot of, you know, first-hand experiences, because, like, I don't experience racism like that. But I do my best, oh my god, I do my best to, like, promote, creators that, you know, talk about that and that care about that kind of stuff. I will talk about women's issues. I'll, you know, talk about, like, LGBT stuff. But I don't want to step over, I don't want to talk over other people's voices that are actively, like, experiencing that shit. I try to, like, again, I try to boost their content, because obviously what they're saying is something that I agree with and that's important, but I don't want to speak over people when I don't have those experiences myself, personally. Especially because there's a lot of people that do that, and they do it for money, which I think is very scummy, personally. Like, it feels very weird to me when people that are not a part of those marginalized groups are speaking about those issues and then they're getting paid for it, which is, it's very weird to me. It's one thing if they're, like, you know, donating it to like communities that support those marginalized groups. That's one thing, but when they're, like, sitting there and they're making money off of it and they're not doing anything with it, it's very, like, weird and scummy. Never use me as a metric for that. I can love content people make and just drop them because the ADHD gets bored and looks for new stuff all the time. I've dropped so many people because of it. Honestly, that's fair. That is something that Jimmy struggles with a lot. What's the saying? The road to hell is paved with good intentions, and it's very true. Exactly. Exactly. That is very true. Like, the thing is, like, your intentions can be good, but you can still be doing harmful shit, is one thing that I've realized. It doesn't matter how good your intentions are. Like, if you are not willing to listen to the people that your actions are affecting, then there's a good chance that you are doing more harm than good. But yeah, I'm hoping that at some point, like, other people are more willing to, you know, have those uncomfortable conversations with themselves and, like, realize that maybe some of the beliefs and things that they say are, like, fucked up. Yeah. I feel like the world would be a better place if people had, like, even an ounce more empathy. I feel like a lot of people lack either the empathy to, like, put themselves in someone else's situation, or are, like, too busy, like, just worrying about themselves. Like, individualism is very, very popular in, at least, like, North America, from what I can tell. When it comes to racism, I've been relatively lucky because I'm very white passing. I rarely get hit with racist slurs, me being Hispanic. One time I can recall was as a teenager, some old white vet was threatening me and my younger sister for not being in line at a food stand when there was no line, saying if he had his gun, we'd follow the rules. That's so fucked up. That's such a fucked up thing to say to, like, literal children. Like, it's a fucked up thing to say to anybody, but, like, the fact that he was saying that to fucking children is fucking weird. I feel like a lot of rise with, like, the red pill culture and, like, that kind of shit is, like, people getting mad because they don't have complete control over fucking the groups that they once had control over. Remember, folks, not all veterans are good people. I'm honestly willing to bet that a majority of veterans were not good people. I'm not saying every single one was a piece of shit, but there's something, to me, there is something weird about people that are like, yeah, like, oh yeah, like, I went to this, like, country and, like, I killed so many people and, like, they're, like, gloating about it. Like, that's such a weird thing for me. Me, personally, I would never be in the military unless if it was my absolute last resort. Like, a friend of mine is joining the military so that he can get free schooling. And that is literally the only reason I would ever consider joining the military. Because me, personally, I think wars are fucking stupid. Wars are just a way for billionaires to have extra fun. Because that's literally what it is. Like, one rich guy is pissed off at another rich guy, and that... Oh, Jimmy is dying. One rich guy gets pissed off at another rich guy, and then they fucking make everybody else go to war instead of doing it themselves. They'd rather just sit in their fucking mansions and, like, watch everybody else suffer. And then make money off of the whole war. Like, one thing that pisses me off learning is, like, so, like, women were not expected to, like, shave until, like, I think it was, like, after during World War II, because, you know, shaving companies lost all of their clientele, which was men. They started promoting their shit to women so that they could make money still. Like, a majority of the world's problems are just because of greed. Human greed. And that's, like, so fucked. Yes, System of a Down, honestly, like, as a kid, I was always just like, yeah, man, like, this stuff rocks. And then, like, now as an adult, when I, like, read their lyrics, I'm like, oh, this is why I'm radicalized. This is why I hate billionaires. By the way, still here, just making a 100 sub gift for my friend. Fuck yeah. No worries, Bingus. I appreciate all of the people that are in my stream, including the lurkers. I love my lurkers. I'm sorry if I'm scaring you by calling you guys out, but thank you. I'm not gonna call any of my lurkers out by name, because that's weird, but I love my lurkers too. You guys are great. Yeah, System of a Down was an awakening for many of us during that time. This is true. This is very true. Another good band, Sweatshop Union. Not metal, but they are like a rap group, and they also have very like anti-billionaire music. I look around me. Also, what happened to Jiminy's yelling? Oh, Jimmy was still yelling. He was yelling like 2 seconds ago. Oh, I guess I just got a little too into my art. Dude, I do that all the time. Sometimes I get very distracted with my art. Particularly with traditional art is where I get like the most into it, because traditional art takes a lot longer, so I should do a traditional art stream at some point. It's been a minute since I've done that. But that means I have to figure out like an actual setup for my webcam, because I don't have like an actual stand for my webcam. So I was just like jerry-rigging a like setup to hold it above my shit. When I did the 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚃𝚂 drawing, like the first one that I did like a quick like art time-lapse thingy for it. And hello? What was I saying? I did a quick art time-lapse for it, and I had my phone propped up on my water bottle. And I had to like put it on a certain way, or else it wasn't gonna stay. Yeah, I'm still working on that Caroline piece. Since she's older, she needs some facial lines, something many forget about with middle-aged characters. Real. I've been trying to do more art studies. I don't necessarily struggle with drawing older people. I just don't ever really draw them a lot. I think the last time that I drew an old person was when I was doing art for this one guy's game idea. Not gonna lie, whenever I stream, and because I don't have a digital setup at the moment, I just prop my phone on my desk cabinet and stream there. Just no, I hear you. Sometimes you just gotta do like whatever setup you can get, honestly. Sometimes you just have to do a cringe, stinky setup. And sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? Oh, I see what you're doing with your iPad. I feel that. I feel that. You just gotta do what you gotta do, though, man. It turns out upside down for viewers, but I kind of switched to just holding my phone and my non-dominant hand and doing things with the other, unless I'm playing Roblox or something. If you're using like OBS to stream, you should be able to just like flip the canvas, or not the canvas, but like the video recording. Because that's how I, when I do my, like, traditional art streams, it also is, like, flipped upside down for the viewers. But I'll go in, to the I'll go into like the settings, like I'll right click the video feed and then I'll flip it around so that way for me it's still like upright, and then for viewers it's still upright as well. I don't know what you use for streaming though. Or if you just like go directly to YouTube Studio. Damn, it's already midnight. I have to, like, try to go to bed at a decent time tonight instead of 3 in the morning because, like, I wanted to drop off my rent, today. I guess technically yesterday. I wanted to drop off my rent, but, when my landlord called me, I have my phone on silent all the time. So I didn't wake up when my landlord called me, and he's like, yeah, like, I'm heading out of the office now, so, like, I'll catch you tomorrow in the morning. So I have to be up at a decent time, so that way when he calls me, I'll notice and actually be able to go down. I just kind of go with it. I don't mind being low quality or anything. My viewers even made a meme out of my stream. That's fair. Honestly, the people that, like, watch your stream when you have low quality, like, dog shit stream, those people are gonna be, like, your biggest fans. Like, on Twitch, you've probably, like, heard me say hello to them a couple times, but Super Fanbot has been, like, a follower of mine for, like, over 3 years, I think, or, like, 3 years or something like that. And they've been around since the beginning when I had shitty internet and like was streaming off of a laptop that was like barely functioning. And they still pop into my streams like to this day. They were around since before I was a VTuber. Like when I had face cam instead. And when my fucking microphone was clipping constantly. Same, my phone is always on silent. Some people have priority and can get past that, but anything else, silence. I fucking hate when my phone is vibrating constantly. Whether that be from, like, notifications, from, like, fucking social media, or, like, texting, or whatever. I fucking hate it. Especially in the middle of the night. Like, if because I get a lot of, like, scam calls and, like, shit like that, so I hate being woken up by that, because they'll always call at, like, the ass crack of fucking dawn, or, like, I'm also just, like, a night owl, so, like, lately I've been on the, like, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to, like, noon hour sleep schedule. The birds are going crazy right now. I have shitty internet. That's the only reason my streams are shorter than normal streamers and or other creator streams. That's fair. Oh, don't you worry. I totally understand shit internet. I can't tell you how long my fucking parents had dial-up for while everybody else was getting high speed. I feel your pain. I feel your pain, my friend. I don't get as many scam calls as I used to, luckily. I don't get as many as I used to, but I still get enough for it to be annoying. And it's like, fuck off. I think they're following after their dad. Maybe. This is very off topic, but I've been watching this German drama show called Dark, and it's really good, except it suffers from the Stephen King problem, where they have a bunch of teenagers fucking on screen, and it's not even plot relevant. But other than that, it's pretty cool. It's very, like, time travel based. But yeah, I don't really like seeing teenagers fucking on the screen like every 2 seconds. I already get uncomfortable with like sex scenes like to begin with, because they're very awkward for me to look at, and like 9 out of 10 times, not necessary to the plot. Not necessary to the plot. Plus, in my opinion, I think you can imply that people were fucking without actually having to show the entire fucking thing, personally. If I wanted to see people fucking, I would be watching porn. But I don't do that. Because it's fucking weird. We, as a world society, seem to be drifting closer to child sex, and it's really awful. We don't need that in media. I agree. I agree. Yeah, it's definitely very weird, seeing people promote, like, borderline, like, child, like, soft porn. And, like, it's really weird for me, because I've seen, like, parents do that shit. Like, there was, like, one lady on TikTok that, like, got a lot of people in her comments being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because she was posting her, like, 4-year-old daughter, like, oh, like, trying weird food combinations, and it's, like, a jumbo pickle with, like, honey drizzled on it, and it's like, what is... And she's, like, posting it. She definitely knows what she's doing, too. Because she was doing, like, other challenges where it's like, oh, like, grandma's outfit versus mom's outfit. And, like, the one that she picked out for her daughter is this, like, skimpy fucking, like, crop top fucking, like, booty shorts. And it's like, your child is literally 4 years old. And she's doing it because she's getting views on TikTok, and because it's not outright, like... Because it's not outright, like, sexual, like, CPS does nothing, which I think is fucking wild. In my opinion, I don't think any, like, parent should be able to post their child online whatsoever. I think that should be illegal. I don't care how innocent the photo is. I don't think you should be able to post that online publicly. It should be illegal. That should be like a privacy violation. I think, like, in order for somebody to, like, post a picture of you, you should at least be, like, 16. And then, like, even then, like, if it's, like, something where it's like, oh, like, that's not a photo that I want of myself, like, no, you should be able to, like, charge people for that. I also don't like content where people are like, yeah, like, look at this random person on the street, and it's like a fucking homeless person that's like obviously like struggling like mentally, and they're just like, ooh, look at this weird person, or just like people taking like creep shots. Like, that shit's weird to me. It's so fucking weird. Wait, what? I zoned out. No, you're good. Just bitching about people being fucking weird online, basically. People posting like soft porn of like literal children. Actually, there's this one like YouTube documentary video, and it was like showing about how there's like so much like weird, like, it's not like sexually explicit, but it's very like, it's like children in like compromising positions, or like, oh, like child model. Like, that shit's so fucking weird to me. I'm trying to, hang on, let me find the video name, because it was actually such a interesting watch, and it's like an hour long, so if anybody's into that kind of shit. It's like YouTube's dark secret or some shit. Hang on. Oh, I can't remember what the actual title was, but it basically like goes into how there's like a whole like basically like pedophile ring on YouTube, and like all of the videos are like link only, and like it's literally just like children in compromising positions, and like official like photo shoots from like child like modeling agencies. And there was one kid that was like, I didn't even know this, like one girl, and she's like, I didn't even know this video of me was taken, let alone posted. And it's like a hidden like pedo ring on YouTube too. It's very weird. Fuck, I wish I could remember the one video and who it was by. I'm trying to like search for it, but it's not coming up. Oh yeah, so-called IRL charity streamers that go to homeless people and give them money out of the kindness of their heart. It's shallow effort. They do it for the views and the money. Yeah, like, I fucking hate Mr. Beast. I fucking hate Mr. Beast. He's like, well, they consented to it, and it's like, just because they consented to it doesn't mean that it's okay. Like, you're going after people that are, like, obviously struggling. Of course they're gonna fucking say yes to money that they don't have. I hate that shit. If I can find the video again, I'll post it to my Discord. But I can't find it right now. Oh wait, hang on. I think I just remembered the guy's username on YouTube. It was like Goku something. Am I subscribed to him? I feel like I'm still subscribed to him. YouTube does not want to show me this guy's video. It sucks because his name's fucking like Goku something. Gokanaru, maybe? Yeah, it's Gokanaru. Let's see. I found it. I found the video. I found it. I'm gonna post it in the chat for anybody that's interested in watching it later. And considering YouTube doesn't enforce the rules they made regarding child endangerment, it's awful. It allows these pedo rings to pop up and stay operating for years. Dude, it's so scary. It's so scary, like, seeing all the shit that goes on. Or, like, kind of on the same, like, subject, there was, like, a Telegram group recently that got shut down, and the Telegram group consisted of, it was like 80,000 men, and they were sharing I hate wording it this way, but they were sharing strategies on how to rape and sexually assault women and get away with it. And there was like a bunch of like nudes that were posted that there's a bunch of nudes that were posted like without consent, obviously. And it's like, yeah, like how to like do this to like your sister. And it's like, that's so insane to me, man. It's so disgusting. But yeah, like, I know that the world is fucked, but when I like actually like do a fucking deep dive into it, and I'm like, holy fuck, like, the world is really fucked. It's insane to me. Even the birds agree. That's why they're danger beeping right now. Because they know. They know how fucked the world is too. They're like, you're right, mother. The world is fucked. But yeah, that video is a very interesting watch. I don't know if he still does like similar videos like that anymore, but I'm very much into those like deep dive videos that are like hours long, that are like, hey, like this is like the fucked up shit that has happened or is currently happening. Actually, one account that I really like watching is Jim Browning. He's the guy that like fucks over scammers. Hello, birdies. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab another drink and go to the bathroom here. Be right back. Actually, I should write BRB on the stream so that way people aren't like, stream. But yeah, if you guys like deep dive documentaries, definitely check that video out, cause interesting stuff in a morbid way. If you are turned off by those kind of things, though, do not. Obviously, don't watch it if that kind of stuff is not up your alley, but yeah, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I grabbed myself some Dr. Bebber because my throat is getting itchy from all the goddamn yapping I'm doing. Also, 𝙁𝚃, that was a nice drawing. I saw that you tagged me in it. Oh. Okay, I'm tripping. But yeah, it looks good, man. Looks good. I might have to bail getting hungry but this was fun. When I finish that order, I'll post the order. It was a pleasure. See you again soon. Okay, well, you enjoy your food. Thank you for popping in the stream. I appreciate you. And as always, I appreciate all the support that you give me. You are a legend, my friend. But yeah, have a great rest of your night. And enjoy your food, man. Oh, shit. I'm probably just gonna finish the liner and then, like, maybe because it's like 3 colors, I might do like the coloring real quick on this. But then I'll probably also end my stream because it is getting late for me and I do unfortunately have to go to bed earlier. So I might go and I might go and read tonight and get some EP sleepies going on. Might make something small for dinner as well. Actually, I have some leftover veggies and rice, so I'll probably eat the rest of that. Perhaps I'll fry... Actually, no, I don't want to fry up an egg. That's too much effort. I was gonna say maybe I'll fry up an egg and toss it on the rice there too, but I'll be fine with just the veg and rice. And then tomorrow, I'm making tacos. It's white people taco night tomorrow. Oh my god, speaking of tacos though, fuck, I've been wanting, there's this taco place in town, and it's so fucking good. And their stuff is like a bit more authentic than like what I would make at home, and oh my fucking god, it's so good. They have these like carne asada tacos that are so baller. They also have these like duck tacos with like a mango sauce. My mouth is watering just talking about it. But yeah, that shit's so fucking good, man. I love a good taco. I don't know how anybody could, like, hate tacos. That shit's so fucking good, man. The only time I can ever, like, understand if somebody doesn't like a food is if it's, like, a texture thing. But even then, it's like, some people are just wrong, and that's okay. No, I'm fucking around, but, no, I love fucking tacos, man. I also love, like, sushi. I'm a slut for salmon sashimi. I'll eat, like, fucking 15 pieces of salmon sashimi to myself. I don't give a damn. Honestly, when I first started eating... when I first started eating sushi, it was not, like, the texture was not it. But, I started with, like, the maki rolls, the ones with the rice around them. Also, hello, Sledgy. I hope you're doing well. Hi, lovely. I am. Thank you. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I might be getting a job soon, guys, so I may not have the same stream schedule as I did before. It may be a bit more sporadic if I end up getting this job. But I will have days off that I can stream on, which is a good thing. Oh god, no! No, I feel the same way. Like, I kinda don't want a job because I kinda like being a jobless fucking nerd, but also I like financial independence. I really do. And the job that I may be getting is also a union job, so it's not all bad. What is this head full of? Coffee. His name is Winston. He is an object head. And yeah, he's got a bunch of coffee in his noggin, and he's very anxious. He is a very anxious boy. So typical guy. Yeah, pretty much. He is... he's an OC that I don't really draw a whole lot, but I'm making him like a more... I wouldn't say like super important. Like he's a main... I don't want to say main character because that's not really correct either, but he is going to be playing a role in my webcomic that I am still currently fucking writing. He's gonna be a character in one of the first few chapters. And I don't know if I want to do anything like super important with him yet, but he's there. He might be like an important plot point at some point. We'll see how I feel when I write more. Dude, Kirby music is so, like, joyous. Actually, I have to Google something because I was talking about this with Jimmy the other night and I wanted to check something. Because I'm pretty sure I played the first Kirby game growing up. Oh, okay, I played the shit out of the OG Kirby's Dream Land. I'm correct. Green Greens is honestly such a good song. Anytime I'm sad, I just put on the OG Green Greens and I'm instantly happy. That's crazy to think that I grew up playing the original fucking Kirby game. I'm pretty sure I still have my copy of Kirby's Dream Land somewhere. I don't know, or maybe my mom has it. If I don't have it, my mom definitely has it. I should ask mom for my fucking Kirby game. Play the fuck out of that. I remember my favorite boss and level was the The one in the clouds. I know the boss's name is Krakow, which is kind of funny, but I don't remember what the stage name is, but it's full of clouds and it's very pretty. And that is why I liked it as a child. I should play, like, a bunch of Kirby games, honestly. Because Jimmy, I would say, is more into Kirby than I am. I have only really played, like, the OG Kirby's Dream Land, which is a great game, by the way. But there's, like, a lot of other Kirby games that are great. Actually, one game that I used to play a lot was Kirby's Air Ride, but I had to go to my neighbor's house to play that because I didn't have a GameCube growing up. Oh yeah, and then I've played Kirby's Dream Course on the Switch a little bit, which is also a good game. It's not like for the Switch, but like they have it on the fucking Switch store or whatever. They may have taken that away though. I don't know if it's still on the Switch store. I don't even remember what game system that was like originally for. Maybe SNES? I have no idea. But no, Kirby's a cool game. I should ask Jimmy which Kirby games I should play. Or maybe I could just... Actually, because what I've been wanting to do is I've been wanting to do a Zelda marathon where I just play all of the Zelda games in chronological release order. Because I've played a lot of Zelda games, but I've also, like, missed a lot of Zelda games. Like, I've never played... What's it called? I've never played, Twilight Princess, but, like, that one is, like, renowned for being, like, amazing. I haven't finished Wind Waker. I haven't finished, what's it called? I haven't finished Phantom Hourglass either, but, so Phantom Hourglass and, for Phantom Hourglass and, Spirit Tracks, like, I got all the way to, like, the very end of those, and then I just didn't fucking finish it. And I should finish those because they were good, but I don't even know why I stopped playing them, but I just stopped playing them at the very end. So... yeah. Hang on, I gotta turn off my red light, or my blue light filter, red light filter. I gotta fucking turn this shit off so I can see my colors. Minecraft music is also fucking baller. Can I not wait, what if I do this? What if I put them in the same thing and then I reference the folder? Ah, I'm so smart, I'm so smart. I got a big brain, yes, yes. Fuck, I should play Minecraft again. I have a whole ass server I haven't been on in a hot minute. The only problem is that, like, Minecraft... Like, I love Minecraft because, like, there's so much replay value, but, like, I feel like once you already have, like, all your shit maxed out, like, it's not really that fun. And I have all my shit maxed out. I love mining in that game. I'm the mining queen. Bless you, Jimmy. He sneezed. He went achoo. This is very off topic, but make sure that you guys are getting your daily fiber intake, cause low fiber equals little to no fiber equals butt cancer, and you guys don't want butt cancer. So eat fiber, and if you're like, I don't know what to eat that has fiber in it, popcorn. Popcorn has so much fiber in it, bro. And the best part about popcorn is if you get an air popper, if you're like, oh, well, it's not healthy. Well, if you don't want to have any toppings on it, just get an air popper for like 20 bucks. Get an air popper for like 20 bucks. And you can have popcorn with literally nothing on it. Or whatever toppings you want on it. And it's so good. Like, 1 cup of popcorn has like 40% of your daily fiber in it or something ridiculous. Like, it's stupid. So if you don't want butt cancer, eat popcorn, kids. It's good for you. Because I have been informed that people in their 20s are getting butt cancer because they're not eating enough. They're not eating enough fucking fiber in their diets. Another cheap fiber. Taco Bell. One of the, like, just one singular, like, of their meat fucking tacos has 20% of your daily fiber in it. This is not a promotion, by the way. This is me just looking at the nutritional values of it. It's very high in fiber. Beans, also a great source of fiber. So if you're like me and you're weird, you can eat some beans right out the can. Although, honestly, the only beans that I eat right out the can are the beans and maple syrup. Get a fucking fresh, cold can of that out of the fridge. Oh. Oh. Ballin'. Absolutely ballin'. I love that shit. I think I might be the only person that does that, though. I might be weird for that, if I'm being honest, so. But yeah, popcorn, great way to get your fiber intake for the day. That is personally, like, the easiest thing for me to eat. I love butter with a fuck ton of, I love popcorn with a fuck ton of butter and salt. Oh, I know, like, the butter part is not healthy, and, like, some people may argue that the salt is also not healthy, but I don't give a fuck. That shit is delicious. I am of the opinion that I would rather eat delicious, unhealthy food than food that is not as delicious, but is slightly healthier. But do what your doctor says, guys. I'm not a doctor. I personally don't care if my heart gives out as long as my food tastes good, personally. I'm gonna die one day, so I'd rather die eating food that I actually enjoy. Because there's a lot of people who are like, don't eat red meat. Red meat is bad for your heart. And it's like, I don't care. It fucking tastes good. I love a fucking fat, juicy steak. Medium rare. Fucking salt, heavy pepper, fresh garlic, maybe a little bit of rosemary. Butter based that shit. Fucking love it. Absolutely will demolish that. I fucking love a fat, juicy steak, dude. Shit's so good, man. I fucking love it. You laugh, but am I wrong? Ah, I missed a fucking... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll fix it. 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 Hang on. I'm fixing the problem. There we go. But yeah, I love a fat, juicy steak. You ain't, I know. I may or may not always be correct. Ugh. Fuck, now I'm craving a fat, juicy... I already had a steak dinner yesterday, but I'm craving another fat, juicy steak. Ooh, I could go for a big fucking burger right now, too. Oh, one with, like... actually, I miss the... There is this one burger at my work, but I don't order from my old place of work anymore because all of the people that were actually good at their job left. And they changed the entire menu, so I don't even think they have that anymore. But there used to be a burger, and it was a fat ass 6-ounce patty, and then it had bacon, mushrooms, sauteed mushrooms. Oh, my fucking mouth is watering thinking about it. Cheddar, Swiss, and then lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion. Holy fuck. Except I would get extra onion because I'm also a slut for onions, but oh my fucking god, that shit was so fucking good. Sometimes if I was feeling extra, like, extra needy, I would get jalapenos on that shit too. Fuck, it was good. Slap some garlic mayo on that bitch. Oh, fucking delicious. Absolutely fucking delicious. I'm sad. I can't have that. I guess I could, like, go to a place that serves burgers and, like, ask them to just, like, fucking make it like that, though. It sucks, though, because there's not a lot of places, like, nearby that make their own burgers. Like, when I was working at my last place, they actually, like, made their own burgers, and nothing beats a homemade burger. Oh, maybe what I should start doing is I should start getting extra ground beef, and then I can just make a bunch of burger patties and put them in the freezer. Oh my god, that's a great idea. I'm just sad because I don't have like, a barbecue. But Jimmy and I really want to get a small barbecue for the beach because we have a lot of nice beaches in the area, and we have, like, a whole beach set up already with like a what's it called? We have, like, a beach umbrella. We got, like, inner tubes, like, fucking goggles. We got fucking sunscreen in there. We have a cooler that we put our drinkies in and some snackies. And now the only thing that's missing is a tiny grill that we bring to the beach so that we can make sausages and burgies on the beach. Oh my fucking god. Nothing is better than alcohol and fucking beach sausage and or hamburger right on the fucking grill. Fuck, dude. Oh! My mouth is watering so much thinking about that. Fuck. That would be my big fat ass. I love that TikTok audio. This guy's pink. He's fucking pink, Matt. Fuck. I'm craving a big fat fucking burger. My town is so small though that everything fucking closes at like 6 p.m. I think the only place that's open like somewhat late is the McDonald's, and McDonald's burgers are fucking dog shit. Every once in a while I'll get a craving for like a Big Mac, but that's about it. Their chicken burgers aren't the worst. They're not good, but they're not the worst either. Oh my god, the other day I was craving fucking fish and chips so bad though. Holy shit. I should ask Shane what fucking fish batter we used to buy. Except I don't even have a deep fryer at home, so it wouldn't even be worth that. I mean, I guess I could just get a big thing of like veggie oil, and I have a big pot, but I hate trying to like deep fry shit in just a pot. It feels so dangerous and scary. If it's like an actual deep fryer, it doesn't seem too bad. When I lived at my dad's, he had a deep fryer though, and that was so like dangerous because he also had a potato, like one of those like French fry like potato cutter things. So I could just make French fries at any given time, and it was dangerous because I would be eating French fries a lot more than what I should have been. But that shit was so good. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm trying to figure out how to give my birds a this is so completely off topic, but I'm trying to figure out how to give my birds a nail trim without fucking traumatizing them, because they don't really like being touched. And like, I don't want to stress them out, but their like little like nails are getting so long. And there's no avian vets that are near me. I might be able to like bring them into a vet and just be like, hey, like, can you just fucking clip their nails? Because like, you don't really need to be an avian vet to clip their nails. But I would want to sit in on that because I wouldn't want them to like squeeze my birdies too much. I've heard too many horror stories of people like bringing their birds to like the vet and then they just fucking get fucked up because they obviously don't know what the fuck they're doing. I just realized that now that I'm doing this guy's, like, reference sheet, I'm gonna have to type up a whole ass, like, biography on him and everything, and... Damn. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to traumatize my birdies, but they low-key kind of got like coke nails going on right now. Maybe I'll like try to coax them. I probably could clip the one's nails like right in the morning because he lets me like touch his Pete's right in the morning because I think he's too sleepy, but... I don't want to scare them. I'm worried that he'll get like scared by like the shininess of the nail clippers is the thing. Because I have a feeling that's might be what happens. Uh-oh. 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 Oh god. Ah. Oh yeah, I've been playing Split Fiction recently with Jimmy because he decided to buy it, like, because it's by the same people that made, It Takes Two, and we've been playing it, and it's pretty fun, honestly. The one character is kind of insufferable, though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, she's slowly coming around, but I'm just like, damn. I kind of don't like her as a character. But I guess, like, they need, like, the one character that, like, has to grow in some way or some sort, so... I understand for, like, the plot device, but, like... And I understand that her, like, backstory is all sad and stuff, but it's like, damn. We all got trauma, girl. You don't have to be miserable because you have trauma. But that might just be, like, me projecting, though, because I never like people in real life that use their trauma as, like, an excuse to be miserable. Like, I can respect if you're like, yeah, like, this is the reasoning why. And, like, you recognize that it's a problem. But there's so many people, particularly in my life, that I know personally, that obviously have trauma, but they don't want to work through it. And then they're like, oh, well, like, I went through so much in life. And it's like, okay, like, there's lots of people that went through a lot of shit in life, but they're not miserable. And, like, I get that everybody's different, but you can't use that as an excuse to be a dickhead. I don't like that shit, personally. We got the Sonic music. Let's go. Fucking Green Hill Zone. Hell yeah. I won't lie, I'm pretty excited for the new Sonic movie. I know it's gonna be a few years before it comes out, but I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with it. Because Amy looked very cute at the end of the third movie. And I was like, dang, she's cute. I hope that they introduce more of, like, the girl characters. Like, it would be sick as fuck to see Blaze. Because Blaze is, like, one of my favorite characters. Or, like, a Team Chaotix, like, side show spin-off would be fucking sick. Because Team Chaotix is fucking hilarious. And also, I love Espio. Espio's good shit. Espio's, like, also... Espio and Blaze are my two favorite Sonic characters. Hands down. Hands down my two favorite Sonic characters. I should low-key, like, read the Sonic comics again. I know some of them are pretty poorly written, but I remember being a child and like begging my mom to like let me buy one Sonic comic because I was super into Sonic as a kid. And I bought one just for the art. And there was like a monkey character. I forget what his name was. Monkey Khan. Yeah, his name is Monkey Khan. And he's got like electric powers or some shit. He's got like a cool staff and he rides around on a fucking cloud. Who did this? Hang on. Monkey Khan. Archie Comics. Yeah, anyways, Monkey Khan is his fucking name. And I loved looking at the old Sonic comics, the Archie Sonic comics, because the art style was neat. I still think the art style is pretty neat, if I'm being honest. Oh, golly. Oh! Oh man. I'm back. I swear I didn't get distracted. No worries, Bingus. Welcome back. What did I miss? Not much. I was talking about how I didn't want to traumatize my birds by giving them nail clipping, because they really need to get their nails clipped. They got like kind of like coke nails going on right now, but they don't really like being touched unless if I'm feeding them. And I'm worried that if I try to like clip their nails, they will like freak the fuck out and like not trust me even more. Like the fact that they're willing to eat in front of me is already like a big step for them. But yeah, like they don't really like being touched too much. We'll make these lines slightly darker. They're so real for not wanting to be touched, right? It just sucks when, like, sometimes they'll, like, fly behind the divider and then they'll get, like, stuck behind it, and because they don't like being touched, they won't let me fucking help them, unfortunately. So it sucks when that shit happens. But, like, they'll come and sit on my hand if I'm feeding them food or whatever. But, generally speaking, they do not like being touched. But yeah, like, I wanna clip their nails, but in order to do that, I would have to, like, catch them with, like, a dishcloth or something, and, like, I don't really want to freak them the fuck out. I think 6 might let me clip his nails, like, right in the morning when I wake him up, kind of thing. If I just, like, reached in there, because he'll let me, like, touch his peats and stuff when he's right in the morning, and he let me like pet him and stuff, but I'm worried that if I just try doing that, he might like freak the fuck out at the sight of the clippers. I wish I had like one of those little like Dremel things, so that way I could just fucking go ham on it without like actually having to clip. Because the thing is, like, my thing is, like, if I try to do it right in the morning, I might clip too like, deep kind of thing and, make his toenail bleed. And budgies, I don't know if this is specific to, like, just budgies or if it's all parrots. I think it's mostly, it might be all birds even. I don't really know. But I will say for budgies specifically, because I don't know if it applies to all birds, if they start bleeding, they can bleed out because they do not, their blood does not clot very quickly. So I'm worried that if I do it like that, they may not. They may not, want that kind of thing. But I do love my stinky little budgies, and I don't want them to have coke nails. But I also don't want to traumatize them. And I don't really want to, like, pay for somebody else to do it, because then I have to pay them if I bring them to a vet. Not that I'm not, like, against, like, paying for, like, vet services that are obviously, like, needed kind of thing, but if I can do it at home and save myself money, I would rather do that. I might just, like, bite the bullet and fucking do it, and then, like, maybe what I'll try doing is, like, if they start, like, freaking out a lot, I'll, like, let go of them and, like, give them some millet to calm them down and be like, alright, let me fucking clip your nails. Because I was able to train them to, like, get in their cage when it's bedtime. So I think if I just associate them getting nail clips with, like, treats, they might realize and be like, oh, okay, this ain't so bad. Alrighty. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call it a stream now, because I basically finished this. I basically finished this reference sheet here, but I will do the rest of the shit tomorrow for that. And then I will post it, and then tomorrow night I will be live with more art. Probably gonna keep working on some reference sheets, or maybe I'll take a break from the reference sheets and just draw some personal art or something. Maybe I'll redraw, like, an old drawing or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But either way, it was fun, it was great, it was awesome, it's been lovely, and I will see you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe, peace, and have a great rest of your night. Goodbye, Bingus. Goodbye, everybody. And thank you, everybody, for all the support. I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.